World-class veteran video game critic Michael Does Life. Oh, Michael.
Hello, 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 folks at home. The dogs are already barking. We certainly hope you're having a fantastic day in your neck of the woods. As we are out here live on this Friday, hit the like button, tell your mother I said hi, do something. You know, the lack of energy in here is, well, quite frankly, disappointing. And, you know, I'm exerting energy 24/7 out here. We're talking, we're walking, we're running, we're doing this, we're doing that. So, you know, we're exerting energy out here, and we hope that, you know, you could at least kind of follow in that, if that makes any sense. Nonetheless, we are out here, and we are live. So if you are tuning in, as we are broadcasting live right here, youtube.com/MichaelDoesLife, we do appreciate that. Luis Hernandez coming through, Papa the Cherry. As
Luis Hernandez super chatted $10. Friday night, all hail world class.
That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate it. Luis Hernandez coming through and popping the cherry. And quite frankly, doing so in a way that makes sense. Luis Hernandez coming through and popping the cherry with a $10 super chat. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. Luis Or have you played Zelda at all? Who is still playing Zelda? Is anyone still playing that game? Came out about 2 weeks ago or a week ago at this point. I can't remember. Kind of just came out, but it seems like it kind of fell off already. Seems like it kind of fell off already. Lagging. Cool. We're just not able to do the show, I guess. You know, if that's really what it boils down to and what it comes down to, I guess we just we're not able to produce the show. I mean, I don't know. You know? I'm not sure what to tell you guys. I'm not sure what to tell you guys. Yeah, we're lagging. I don't know. I can't fix it. You know, there's nothing I can do. There's no point to even say it. You know, I can't magically fucking open up the toolbox and fix something. I don't know the problem. So, it is what it is. You're just going to have to deal with it. I don't know, dude. Nothing I can do. Can't fix the lag. I'm not a cell tower, you know. I don't know how that shit works. It's lagging. Shouldn't be lagging, but it is. Deal with it. I don't know. You know, I wish I could fix it for you guys, for your viewing pleasure, but quite frankly, many of you don't support the show, so what difference does it make? You're a bunch of fucking freeloaders. So, don't really have much of an interest to really, I mean, not that I know how to fix it, but, you know, Luis Hernandez stepped up to the plate like he always does. So about 5 people out of 100 kind of step up to the plate, if you're lucky. And swing for the fences and keep the show afloat and sustain it in a way that makes sense. Well, we don't let Lowball Lonnie Super Chats read out because it's a waste of time. If you can't come through and throw a dog a bone in a way that makes sense, then maybe don't throw the bone. Because, you know, if you're going to be that cheap, then keep it to yourself. Well, let's get a 2 in the chat. Let me know if the connection's going to fix itself or not, because I'm tired of hearing about how the connection's trash. Some of you guys need to not watch the show. Okay? Tired of hearing about how there's technical issues 24/7. Shouldn't be any technical issues. Let's get a 2 in the chat. Can't have any good mood in here when you're with you people. I mean, geez. Fucking negative drones. Fucking literally 40-year-old virgins in here like, oh yeah, we're going to project our negativity because our life's so trash and our parents divorced when we were younger and it's had an impact on me. Well, go see fucking help. I'm not a fucking Dr. Phil, you know, type of guy. Don't put it on me. Get that shit out of here. Start banning negativity. Done with it. Tired of hearing about how the damn show's lagging. Because quite frankly, I can't do anything about it. So, it's that simple. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'll communicate when you say something worthwhile. If not, I won't be talking much throughout the stream. So if you don't care to watch, then you can leave. No, I was never a negative person, really. But, you know, once you're surrounded by a bunch of losers, you know, you start to become that loser. You know, and that's why I say, well, you know, maybe weed isn't that bad of a drug, but you're surrounded by a bunch of fucking dope heads that do nothing. They're actual losers. So when you know, surround yourself like those kind of people, it starts to have an impact on you. It starts to kind of affect you. So, you know, it's kind of a two-way street. You could argue the content curated the audience, but I very much so disagree. I think it's a two-way street. So I'd say it's a 50-50 on that, you know. Maybe the content did curate the audience with the audience since, you know, Well, they didn't, be the better man, I guess, and say, well, you didn't get the show, first of all, so still don't get the show. It's funny. It's a reality TV show broadcasted on the internet, I'm not letting anyone bring the show down. I'm just trying to communicate with my chat, and it's always negative garbage. So if I don't look at the chat, I'm better off. Then they get mad and they say, well, you don't communicate with us. It's like, why would I, Fucking doomer galore. It's like, let me be a doomer in peace over here. I don't want to hear your input. I didn't ask for it. If I wanted to watch your channel, I would. Oh, wait, you got no content. You don't know how to produce content. Wouldn't know a damn thing about it. You'd have to fucking ask an AI bot in order to know how to edit and stuff like that. It's that simple. Wrestling face coming through with the 2. Oh yeah, it's Kane. May 19th, yep. May 19th. Ugh. Yep. Yep, it is what it is. Now, there's nothing to be sorry about. I mean, what do you want me to tell you? I mean, look, when we have technical problems, the show goes to shit immediately. Okay? When half the chat's telling you the stream's lagging, it's like, why even hit live? If we can't even make it work, then fuck it. Why even do it? The technology can't keep up. Then it's all trash. Throw it in the garbage. It's really that simple, I'm tired of coming out here and having it lag. Tired of coming out here and having it lag 24/7. I'm done with it. Should not be lagging at all. Should be picture perfect. So I'm tired of hearing about the lag. It's like, guys, I can't, very little I can do. I'm sure the audio's fine. And if it's lagging that bad, then again, we shouldn't even be live, because obviously it can't handle it. So it's kind of a two-way street. Two-way street with me and the machinery. It's that simple. It is that simple. Well, your content is negative. Well, if that's how you perceive it, then that's how you perceive it. It's in the eye of the beholder. You can look at it like that. I can look at it a different way, just like someone else could look at it a third way. So it's the eye of the beholder. But every YouTuber I see is negative. It's a negative cesspit with nothing really innovative to say or add, nor entertainment to be found. So, all right, Luis Hernandez came through and popped the cherry. Let me know how we're doing on the connection. Will you be covering Mortal Kombat 1? No. Yes. I don't know. I don't care about the game because they didn't show anything of the game. So why would I care about it? They showed a fucking box art cover and told people to pre-order. And everyone's like foaming at the mouth because they saw this fucking CG trailer that shows zero gameplay. Like, whatever, dude. Like, if you want to go pre-order it, do it. I don't care. But right now they have nothing to show for, so... They have nothing to show for it. So, if you guys want to go pre-order it, then that's fine with me. I don't care. Yeah, it's perfect now. And then, you walk 20 feet, it starts crumbling. Pretty soon they'll be bitching about the wind. Oh, fix wind, fix wind. How about you don't come in here? Tired of hearing about the technical issues. Oh, the connection's trash. It's not up to my viewing standards. Who cares? You're not supporting the show. What does your input matter? Kind of does it, really, when you think about it, Like, it would be like going to a restaurant and saying, well, your cheeseburger sucks, but, I don't order the cheeseburger, so kind of doesn't make sense. It's like, well, if you went in and bought the cheeseburger and reviewed it and said it sucked, and it's like, well, you know, you came in, you supported the restaurant, let's try and make it right. But, you know, just standing out front of the restaurant and looking at it and saying, well, it sucks, doesn't really do much for anyone. You're going to unmember? Well, you know, that's your choice. I'm not talking about
It's over!
You know, I think some people do need to unmember. It's like, yeah, clearly you're not a fan anymore. Like, I don't
Official
know.
Source Troy
It
super
gets
chatted
tiring.
$5.
Gets quite
We
tiring.
love Mackle. Stream is fine right now, homie.
Yeah. Well, it gets quite tiring, you know, to hear all these excuses about how you can't support the show, and yet you did 2 years straight. You know, 2 years straight you supported the show. And I'm not just specifically calling anyone out here, but, you know, this is kind of a group of people that, you know, and I get life happens and things change, but if you can't come in here at least once a month and throw a dog a bone, then what are we doing? You know, I mean, you go to Starbucks every day and it's like a fucking $8 coffee. And you can't come in here and support this, but you want to support these multi-million-dollar corporations? It's like, yeah, you got your head on fucking backwards, bro. It's that simple. You know, you'd rather go subscribe to Pokemon and XQC, and, you know, it's like, yeah, they need your support. You know, they're foaming at the mouth for your support. It's ridiculous. It's like I'm out here putting miles in, you know, this is totally different content. That's why it doesn't click. Name one fucking streamer that's doing this right now. It doesn't exist. It doesn't fucking exist. It's that simple. We give it to y'all. We got a fantastic body of work here. Devin coming through. Hell yeah, bro. Well, I wasn't going to be negative until they tell you fucking the connection's trash. Yeah, that pisses me off immediately. Sorry. You know, it's like I want the shit to work when I hit go live. I don't want it to immediately just stop working. And I know that's not your fault. But, you know, the whole chat's saying lag. It's like, guys, I can't fix that. There's nothing I can do. There's very little I can do. So, you know, I mean, yeah, it's great that you guys are telling me it's lagging. But, like, there's very little I can do. I can, like, maybe unplug something and plug something back in. Hopefully that'll fix it and move, you know, to a different area. But there's literally nothing I can do if it lags. Holy
Alistair
shit.
X super chatted $99.99. Conversion, software version 7.0. Looking at life through the eyes of a tire hub, eating seeds as a pastime activity. The toxicity of our city. Our city, man, heart, kiss mark, man, hatching chick, hatching chick, hatching chick,
Yeah, we got
hatching
Elon
chick,
Musk in
bear,
here.
bear, 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 men holding hands, men holding hands, men holding hands, men holding hands, alien monster, family, family, family.
Alistair X coming through. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. Alistair X coming through. Really hard and really strong. That's what we're talking about. Alistair X coming through really hard and really strong. With a $100 super chat. Holy shit, we're going to go take a seat here. Already tired. Alistair X coming through really hard and really strong. Gee Williker. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. Alistair X coming through. Thank you so kindly for the Elon Musk bucks. Does help out a lot. And you will see it come to fruition on your screen in due time. So we do appreciate that very much so. She does not love, love, love. She does not love. And you know, some people, quite frankly, are offended with the Zelda shit. And I said, look, like, I'm not going to sit around and like, you know, curate my feelings towards your hot take. You know, like, if you're in love with Zelda, yeah, probably don't watch until this shit, you know, until the next big game's out. Because we're covering we're going to, cover current topics. And I think, quite frankly, some people are actually offended that we have a different opinion on Zelda, and then they get really mad because I know there's some hardcore Nintendo fans in here. That's why I stopped playing the game. I stopped playing the game because they couldn't handle it. Don't spoil stuff. Don't do this. Don't talk about it in a negative way. And it's like, bro, what do you want me to do? Just shill it? Like, you probably... It makes 0 sense. Like, actually 0 sense. No logic in it whatsoever. 0. Like, I'm not just going to shill something. I don't care if Nintendo fucking came down from the heavens and handed me the game early. I'm not going to shill it. Because I just, it's good, but it's not for me. There. It's good, but it's not for me. I don't know. Well, people get attached to things. It's like, hey, look, if you made Zelda, I could see why you would be offended. No one in here made Zelda. You didn't make the game. You didn't have a personal fucking, hand on development, So, like, I don't understand why you would be offended. It's like a childish mentality, I remember being pushed into the lockers because I told someone I didn't like their favorite band, and they got really mad. Like, if I were wearing a Nirvana shirt and they said Kurt Cobain's trash, I don't care. Whatever. Maybe he was, I don't, like, why would I care about what anyone else thinks? I don't get it. If I say I like Limp Bizkit and everyone else hates Limp Bizkit, who fucking cares? It's such a, it's just stupid. It's silly. And a lot of people, quite frankly, need to grow out of that. I don't care. If you like a game that I, like, if you hate a game that I like, or vice versa, it just doesn't. This is not much I can say. Because I don't care. That's how we've always made videos. This is my opinion on it. This is my take. Here's my playthrough. Here's my walkthrough. Here's my gameplay to show that we've actually played it. We didn't just come up with an opinion to say, well, we need attention. It's like, no, I played through this, and it's good, but it's not really clicking. And if you can't handle that, then I don't know. Maybe don't watch. I mean, if that's going to offend you for some reason, then I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to shill Starfield because that's apparently what I'm doing. I'm shilling a game now. Oh, Michael, you're shilling Starfield. You haven't played it. How do you know it's going to be good? Well, how do you know it's going to be bad? You haven't played it either. So we're in the same boat. I mean, I'm not allowed to hype up games now. That's bullshit. Because they said, oh, Michael, you're so damn negative on this game and that game, and get your damn ass.
It's over!
It's like, now I'm a shill because, I'm putting it up on a pedestal because I think it has maybe potential.
Snurf super chatted $10.
Gary from the
Alice, who is the GOAT. He's in the same boat as LeBron and Taddy Howard.
He certainly
Fat
is.
W.
Yeah, he certainly is. LeBron James, yeah. And speaking of LeBron James is down right now 0-2, I think, in the finals or whatever this is. Playoffs, which is sad. We want King James to take the ring home. King James is one of the best of all time. And anyone saying otherwise, well, they don't have their head on straight. But, look, if they don't like LeBron James, I'm not going to get mad over it. If you think another basketball player is better than LeBron James, then, you're certainly entitled to that opinion. Everyone's entitled to their own perspective.
Clad in Shadows 99 super chatted $5.
That's what we're talking about. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate it. Clad in Shadows 99 coming through. And we do appreciate the support, the kind generosity here. As of late, you guys have been coming through pretty strong. Well, you know who you are, the loyal fans.
It's over!
Gary from the Vault with the two-time Tony.com.
Snurf super chatted $10. Zelda just destroyed gaming. Rip Starfield, rip Zelda.
It's over.
Starfield GOTY still.
Well, this Wednesday, Sony's going to pull the curtain back on PlayStation titles, and hopefully the future of PlayStation is brighter than ever before. And I can't wait until Wednesday so we can say, well, should we keep the PS5 or not? That's going to be the opportunity for Sony to sell me on why I should keep my PS5. Not that I would really sell it, but I mean, if there's just no software that actually looks interesting coming for the next couple of years, then I don't really have a reason to keep it even plugged in. That's just the reality.
It's over!
That's the reality of it. So this Wednesday, it's going to be a big moment for Sony to pull that curtain back and see what happens.
CD Man, Gorilla, super chatted $99.99.
What the?
We out here.
Holy fucking shit.
Holy shit, the CD man. Hey, you know, you've been selling those mixtapes on Hollywood Boulevard. I mean, my God. Well, there we go. That's what we're talking about. CD man coming through really hard and really strong. Holy fuck. CD man coming through really hard and really strong with the $100 super chat. The Elon Musk bucks are out on display here tonight. We do appreciate that very kindly. CD man coming through. And those mixtapes must be doing well on that boulevard. Shit. I might have to go back and buy one. We might have to go back and buy a mixtape. Since you're coming through and supporting the show so hard. CD Man coming through really hard and really strong, as well as Alistair X, Gary from the Vault, Luis Hernandez, Clad in Shadows 99. And I'm sure there's a couple of others that I've already blanked on. And I do apologize for that, but nonetheless, you guys are coming through so hard and so strong. CD Man coming through with the $100 super chat. I mean, gee williker. You're talking about a slam dunk right there. CD Man coming through really hard and really strong with a $100 super chat, following the massive 100 from Alistair X. And we do appreciate that support kindly, and very much so, as you guys are helping keep the show afloat and sustain it. And it'll help facilitate better content in the future, so be on the lookout for that. She does not love, love, love. She does not love, love, love. She does not love, 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 love. Well, you know, the CD man came up to me, and I was minding my own business. You know, I wasn't putting the camera in his face. And he came up to me at an opportune time. When the light was red, I couldn't move anywhere. And we were waiting to cross the street. And he came up and, you know, we got pressed. We got pressed by the CD man. And, you know, the whole chat's, you know, the whole day, after, you know, so many miles of walking, the whole chat's like, oh, non-content, no content, boring, you're just filling the ground, you're not talking to people, you know, because they can't go outside and talk to people themselves, so they want to live vicariously through these streams. I understand the appeal. It's the appeal. It literally says on the back of the box of Oblivion, like, you know, live another life in this fantasy world. And I understand that's kind of the appeal of these streams. It's like you're living, you know, your life vicariously through these other streamers and having these parasocial relationships, and, you know, that's just what it is. And a lot of people don't understand that. And, you know, as soon as they get that and smarten up to it, well, the better they're going to be as a streamer. You know, it's that simple. But, you know, we stood our ground to the CD man, and it escalated. And he slapped the camera, or nudged it, you know. And I wasn't happy about that, but the camera's fine, you know. We weren't hurt, but it was super annoying. You know, I'll tell you that, super annoying. It wasn't like I was trying to press him, you know, he's the one that came up. And because even if you ignore them, you know, they see the big camera, they see the attention, opportunity there. And because I wasn't interacting with any of those people, I mean. But, you know, they wanted to keep pushing it and keep pushing it. And it's like, well, you know, I mean, it is what it is. But we do appreciate the support, the CD man coming through. That dude probably yells at like 50 people a week. Yeah, I know. Well, yelling isn't... He didn't just yell. He touched my shit. You know, he fucked my... You know, he nudged my camera. So that's when it got to a point where I'm like, okay, this is a little unacceptable. Quite frankly, this is inexcusable. Now he's starting to fucking get rowdy. And it's like, you know, there's no need to get physical. You know, he can yell, and, you know, that's just the kind of mental illness that plagues kind of our society in general today, to be honest. It's really bad, and I don't think technology has helped. I think it's actually kind of escalated that, to be totally frank. I mean, back in the 90s, if you were depressed, I mean, you didn't have this easily accessible escapism that you could just now flock to. And I mean, you had video games and movies, and, you know, obviously it wasn't that different, but, you know, the online internet thing wasn't really taking off back in 1995 and shit like that. It was just getting started. So it wasn't like it is today, you know, nothing like it. And it's only going to get worse in the next 25 to 30, 40, 50 years, to be totally frank. So yeah, I you know, the generation growing up today, I can't really imagine it being that, you know. I mean, you know, the generation growing up today, they're in front of screens all the time, 24/7, and it's like they don't, you know, they're just not living, they're not even going outside anymore. You know, they're not socializing, and it's just you know, I think the online virtual world kind of has to come to fruition, because that's how it's just going to have to be. You know, the generation growing up today is very antisocial, and you know, because, well, they don't get outside and communicate with people, and as such that leads to antisocial sort of tendencies. And when you're stuck in, you know, the room all day and you just sit around on the computer all day and you're online, I mean, at least kind of be productive online. There's ways to be productive online. You can make content off of anything. I mean, you know, people will look at you could do sidewalk reviews and you will literally find an audience. You can find an audience for literally anything. Anything. You know, you can find an audience for literally anything. And it you know, it's more easy now than it ever has been before. So I would recommend that sort of avenue. I mean, if you're gonna waste a bunch of time on the internet, at least trying to get it to a point where it's maybe a little bit more productive, because, you know, and that's what I've done to gaming. I said, well, I'm bored of these games. These games are boring. Why not just share our frustrations with the current landscape of this industry, because it's so fucking terrible? And not everyone agrees. Very few people agree. And they just say troll. They throw their security blanket up and say, well, he's just clout chaser. He's this, he's that. They label you what they want you to be. And, you know, it is what it is. But I'm out here, you know, sharing my opinions for years on gaming. And, you know, I'm passionate about it. I'm critical in a weird sort of way, in a way where it's like, well, that shit doesn't matter. But then it does matter for this game over here. You know, it's like I talk about the nuts and bolts and the framework of these games, and I talk about the small little minute details. And then people call me out and they say, well, that shit doesn't matter. That doesn't have a tangible impact on gameplay. Yet they have these videos over here showcasing the beauty of Red Dead Redemption 2 and showcasing, you know, how great the game is and how amazing the details are in Red Dead Redemption 2. And I find that to be, quite frankly, quite hypocritical. You know, you're allowed to praise the small, insignificant details, but you're not allowed to say, well, maybe that game needs that. You know, you're not allowed to criticize Zelda and say, well, it is just DLC over, you know, you're not allowed to do any of that stuff. So only when it's talking about Redfall or something that's, you know,
Snurf super chatted $10.
It's ridiculous.
What's your review on this sidewalk right here?
Oh, the sidewalk. Well, I mean, the cracks right here. Gary from the Vault coming through yet again. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. Well, I don't even know if this is a sidewalk. It's just concrete. I don't know what a sidewalk... but I would say right here, this is probably a 4 out of 10. I mean, you know, quite clearly this needs to be sealed up here. You know, the cracks, the earthquakes, whatever this is. I don't know how this stuff... you know, usually concrete's not brittle, right? But yet there's cracks. You tell me how that makes sense. But I guess this has been here since probably the fucking 40s or some shit, so 60s or 70s, who knows. But I would say 4 out of 10 on this concrete area here. I don't think it's really a sidewalk pathway, but, you know, I would say a 4 out of 10 on this concrete here. 4 out of 10. It needs a lot of work. I don't think there would be a reason to really fix it, though, because most people don't really utilize it. But I would say 4 out of 10 on this sidewalk here, on this pavement here. And we almost have 200 viewers, so keep hitting that like button. Jeez. Negativity sells, so if you want a quick way to boost your channel, unfortunately, negativity does sell. Oh, wow. What is this? The gate doesn't open? Oh, you know, geez, what a great design here. Oh, the gate now opens. What the fuck? I'll get some WD-40 on that. That's just cool. Let's just review this gate here. Yeah. Wow. Innovative technology here. This is really fascinating stuff. Got a master lock here. It's like John Cena's necklace. Wow. We found John Cena's necklace. That's amazing. You can't see me. Chang Gang is the clip. John Cena's necklace right here. Wow. Oh my God. It looks like the fucking bottom of the Titanic. Full of rust. She don't love and it's so sad. She don't love and it's so sad. She don't love and it's so... Chris Masters Master Lock. I'm the masterpiece. The Master Lock Challenge. Remember that? Holy shit. I can't believe that they brought Carlito back. I spit in the face of people who don't want to be cool. John Cena will... Hey, look, if John Cena's in Mortal Kombat Day 1, I will literally pre-order the $100 edition. Guys, all they have to do for me is have great characters, and it honestly has gone woke. Scorpion and... I'll tell you this, okay? Scorpion and Sub-Zero now have man buns. Like, just don't even make the fucking game. You know what I mean? It's bad. It's really bad looking. Just don't even make the game. It's bad looking. Man buns, bro. I'm not even joking. It's bad. It's woke. The new Mortal Kombat is woke. Now again, if they added great characters that are surprising and interesting to play as, then I think there's something there. But when you take these iconic characters and just kind of modernize them, I don't necessarily think that's going to be a great experience. But then again, a lot of gamers are kind of woke. I mean, it's just the reality of it. A lot of gamers are, sort of in that kind of realm. And, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, You believe in what you want to believe, and for the folks at home that don't want to see that shit shoot on what's great medium, well, there's just not much out there left. They say they don't believe in censorship, yet when a game comes out that's like a little too hardcore, they'll allow Mortal Kombat and the combat in that. They'll allow Mortal Kombat to just be really violent and utterly grotesque and things of that nature. But when another game comes out that they just don't agree with, they say, well, that's super violent. That body cam footage game, that's a little too realistic. Let's cancel it. What a bunch of fucking idiots. What a bunch of fucking idiots. Quite frankly, just what a bunch of stupid idiots. It's like, yeah, let's buy the new Mortal Kombat. The characters like chew their face off and exquisite detail, and that we support that violence. But a body cam footage game, oh man, that's too realistic. Let's cancel this project before it gets greenlit, because that's going to have some harm on society. You get some of these unhinged gamers playing something like that, and geez, might have a negative impact. But Mortal Kombat's okay, right? It's all fictional characters, and clearly you can decipher the difference between real life and a fictional video game. It's just like pick a side and stick with it, and don't have this fucking weird hypocritical sort of take, because it's bullshit, to be quite frank. It really is. Unbelievable. Yeah, well, they even censored WWE. I mean, Rockstar censored GTA 5. No doubt Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be woke. Absolutely. I mean, it's already woke. It's been, Rockstar's been woke for a long time. If you really... I've never agreed with some of the dialogue in their games. It's always like, well, why is this character talking like that? And I'm not just referencing Red Dead 2. That's got a big problem with that. But even in GTA 5, there were a lot of woke themes. And I would argue in the first Red Dead, there was actually a bit of wokeness. It's just like some of these characters aren't really... No one talks like that, It just doesn't really make sense. No, the body cam game didn't get canceled, but they were starting to have arguments and saying, well, I've been playing video games my whole life, and this is just too realistic. We can't have, we're all for free speech and, fuck censorship, but we can't have a game that looks too realistic out on the market now. They all turned into Jank Thompson. It's over! It's stupid. It's bullshit. That's what it is. It's bullshit.
Alistair X super chatted $49.99. Another 50 tonight if you play your guitar with an original song. We're Knights of the Round Table, we dance whene'er we're able, we do routines and chorus scenes with footwork impeccable, we dine well here in Camelot, we eat ham and jam and spam a lot.
Well, I don't have the guitar with me, but, we'll see. Alistair X coming through. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate that. Alistair X coming through so hard and so strong with the Elon Musk bucks. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate that. Alistair X coming through yet again. Thank you so kindly, Alistair X. Gary from the Vault. CD Man. Luis Hernandez. Wrestling Face. Troy Sports. Trying to remember everyone that's come through. I don't think I missed anyone there. We do appreciate the support. Let it be known, we do appreciate the support. I'm telling you right here, right now, firsthand, baby. And like I said, it helps facilitate better content. We're out here losing weight. We're out here moving the body. We're out here getting the cardio back to where it needs to be. And, well, we certainly hope you're having a fantastic day. And, well, you don't have to agree. If you're a Mortal Kombat shill, I don't care, okay? Guys, I have Mortal Kombat 11. I played it for literally 20 minutes, if that. Because it was the same game. It was the same game. Now, look, if this is a radical departure of Mortal Kombat, it has a story mode, has open world like Elden Ring or something, I honestly think that could be interesting. But you can't sell a game by showing nothing. Like, what are they doing? You know, I know E3 is right around the corner, and I know they're going to have more to show soon. They're going to have more to show for soon. I get that. I understand that. But why would you, hey, pre-order our game, but we don't have anything to show for? And again, the flip side of the coin, it's like, well, it's a Mortal Kombat game. It's Mortal Kombat. The brand sells itself. It's bigger now than ever. It's $1 billion brand probably. And I get that aspect. And it's like, well, maybe it doesn't need to show gameplay because, quite frankly, it's going to be the same game. But if you have something new, maybe tease at that. And I just don't think they did a fantastic job. I don't think they did a fantastic job. If they have an open world in the game, if they have a very different single-player campaign, and, they sort of blend it with the old-school gameplay and new gore effects, and, all of that needs, sell your game. You can't just come out with this stupid CG trailer that was made by a third-party fucking firm and say, well, here's our game. It looks nothing like it in, real-time, gameplay, but, you should buy Mortal Kombat 1 because this looks cool. And it's just ridiculous. I thought we were past that point. But, when they're trying to sell you like the $100 edition based off no gameplay, I just think it's stupid. It's stupid. Now had they came out and said, okay, these are the 5 reasons why you should care about Mortal Kombat 1. I'm telling you, man, I'd love to make a game just so I can market it differently. It's over! And give people a reason to give a shit about your fucking game. Despite having a bloated budget for marketing.
$10. Where are my fake fans at? We should be at 10K viewers right now.
That's what I'm saying,
NBA
baby.
Madden 24 to 6 edition GOTY.
That's what I'm saying. Gary from the Vault coming through. Holy shit, we got content. Fucking go-kart roaming around or something. Jerry from the Vault coming through yet again. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. Well, at least consider hitting the like button, guys. We'll never have any new viewers because we don't really put out videos anymore, so it's pretty much just very contained within this bubble here. In terms of viewerships, we won't really... Red Face Gaming, hell yeah, bro. Red Face Gaming coming through. I cannot, unfortunately, see the member message on here. But we do appreciate that support.
It's over!
Gary from the Vault coming through yet again. Holy fucking shit, you guys are coming through so hard and so strong, brother.
Snurf super chatted $10. Game Pass killed off good games. Mortal Kombat's forced movie is better than every MK game combined.
Shit. You know what I forgot about, guys? What about the oh shit, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Guys, is the beta live right now? They said you could sign up today for the beta for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and I thought about I remembered to do it yesterday and I forgot about it totally today. So let me know if we can still can we still sign up for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre beta? Gary from the Vault coming through. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. If we could play that shit tonight, I'll fucking play it. That's something I do want to play. It is more of the same, but it is Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well. And, that resonates with me a little bit more than this Dead by Daylight garbage or Scream. I don't like Scream. It's never been my thing. But the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, to see that in a video game form is actually quite interesting. And I think today was the sign-up process for the closed beta or some shit. But I'm sure they're not selecting everyone, so... Nonetheless, the Mortal Kombat movies didn't even have blood in them. Really? Well, I've never seen them. I've never seen the Mortal Kombat movies. I've seen a little bit of the old one. Well, the theme song. I heard the theme song, and that's about it. Guys, do we know if the Texas Chainsaw Massacre sign-up beta process is still going on? Because I'd like to at least sign up. Doesn't mean we're going to get in, but Would like to play it. Would like to play it. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre beta for the PC. I think it's only for PC on Steam or something. I think it's only for PC. Alistair X coming through with a 2. Texas Chainsaw Massacre game looks good. Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if it'll be good. I don't know. I mean, it's more of the same. It's like the Friday the 13th game, but Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So if that's what you're looking for, then so there you go. The test will take place May. Yeah, but can you still sign up, bro? Can you still sign up, or have they already closed the sign off? Can you still sign up for the beta? Yeah, the beta's happening later next week, I believe, or next week, whatever that is. 2 weeks from now, or a week and a half, I don't know. But nonetheless, today was the sign-up start for the beta. It ends the 25th. What is today? I don't even know what today is. Oh, it's May 19th. Okay. So, did you sign up? Did you sign up for the beta? I mean, I really want to play it, just to see the damn movie in a video game form, because it's the classic one, the good one. It's not fucking garbage ass. Sign up ends on the 25th. Oh, you can sign. Oh, wait. When's the beta then? The sign up ends on the 25th. When's the beta?
It's over.
Oh my god, the beta's not even this month. I thought the beta was this month.
Snurf super chatted $10. Red shoes looks cute on you.
Yeah, I bet.
Looks like a hot mess on a 90-degree day. Starfield GOTY.
Yeah, Starfield Giddy. Starfield Giddy. I'm gonna put that on a shirt. Guys, Todd Howard is going to pull the curtain back and you guys are going to be blown away. You're in the Zelda honeymoon phase. I told you that time and time again. You say the game's big, and yeah, Zelda's big, and yeah, Zelda within the Nintendo bubble is fantastic. No one's saying otherwise, okay? But with that said, when you break out of that Nintendo bubble, you're going to see some serious shit. Todd Howard ain't fucking around. This is the mainline studio. This is Bethesda. Their reputation is on the line. Xbox's reputation is on the line. To solidify the Game Pass legacy going forward, you don't understand how much fucking weight is on this game. And as such, this game cannot fail. Period, end of story. The game cannot fail, and it won't. It's that simple. It's not me shilling the game. I'm not dumb, okay? I know this game is going to be successful. Now, you'll have a bunch of Snowy fanboys put bug compilation videos out because they think they're so cool. Like, oh yeah, this game's trash, fuck it. You know, because they're mad they can't play it on their console. Well, too bad. You know, it's that simple. You should have bought an Xbox. Or subscribe to Game Pass on the cloud or PC or some shit, you know? Because the game is going to be that good. In fact, it's going to be too good. I'll tell you that. It's going to be too good. Starfield is going to be a game for hardcore gamers, and most people are going to be turned off by that. It is going to alienate people. It's not going to be a casual game. It's for hardcore fucking geeks. You know, if you're into that space nerd shit. You know, it's a game that is getting Bethesda back to its roots, and it's bigger and better than ever before. I don't know what there is to not like. It's on Game Pass day one. So there's another $70 price point day one. There's like a $1 price point, if that even. So, you know, I mean, you really can't say no to that. You really can't. So if I have to be a Starfield shill all the way up until the damn game releases and maybe after, then so be it. I'd rather be a Starfield shill than a fucking doomer. Just because you don't have the box to play it on or whatever the fuck. Like, oh, you're going to gatekeep because it's not on your stupid PlayStation device. Well, then let's see what PlayStation has this Wednesday. You know, let's see what PlayStation has this Wednesday. What does PlayStation have this Wednesday? More woke themes? Probably. You know, what's Naughty Dog's new game? You know, let's show us the future of the PlayStation 5. Guys, I said these two events are the biggest events in gaming in a long time. I'm not even joking. You have to solidify the legacy of, you know, Xbox and Bethesda and that sort of thing, and that's going to happen on June 11th. But this Wednesday, you have a massive showcase to say this is why you need to care about the PlayStation 5, this is why you need to care about PlayStation going forward, and what are the exclusives going to be? You know, I'm telling you, this is huge. Both events are huge. Both showcases are massive. And I think people are underestimating these showcases and sort of the impact of these showcases. I'm telling you, it's massive. It's massive. Banned. Nope, we're not doing negativity for Starfield. Nope, I'm not doing it. I'm getting these doomers out of here. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't care if you're not confident in Starfield. No one cares. No one asked. I didn't ask for your opinion. Okay? You know? You complain about like, oh, Michael hates everything, he hates gaming, he don't even play games, he didn't do this, he didn't do that, you know? And then it's like, well, kind of hypocritical, you know? You complain about me complaining, what are you doing? Complaining about me complaining. Now I'm shilling, according to some folks, I'm shilling Starfield, and they got a hate boner for that. Oh, how dare you, how dare you look forward to a game, Michael, you're fucking dumb. If all that 76 was trash, Zelda Game of the Year. Yeah, great, go play Zelda. Go play Zelda. I'm not 5 years old, you know? Doesn't resonate. I'll play a fucking mature game for hardcore gamers, and that's going to be Starfield. And if you don't like it, great. I don't care. Don't come over here. Don't use your dumbass negativity like, oh, but Todd Howard's a liar. He lied about all this stuff. No, he didn't. He never lied. Literally, never lied. You can't show one lie that Todd Howard has said because it doesn't exist.
It's over.
It literally doesn't exist, bro.
Snurf super chatted $10. Calm down, you Oblivion nerds. Taddy Howard's gonna be sending Michael the Starfield Ultimate Premium Super Edition that comes with an iRobot Gamer Girl wife. You know why. Starfield's GOTY.
Yeah, I'm more excited for the June 11th showcase than I am the damn Snoik showcase. That thing looks like slop. It's going to be more woke themes, movie games. Like, that's great. More woke themes and movie games. You know, or teaser trailers to games that don't come out until like 2025. Well, that's great. But who's excited? No one. You know, we get Starfield this year in September, early September. We get Starfield this year, and, you know, we don't even have to wait that long, because on June 11th, they're going to show us the fucking future of gaming right here. It's not even a meme. You don't have to agree. I don't care. It's that simple. Yeah, Fallout 76, yeah. Well, guess what? I'm not going to... I'm done. Band. Band. Here we go. Start the ban process. If you're just going to come in here and agitate because I like Starfield, then you can go fuck yourself. You know, because it's one thing to have an opinion on the game and say, well, maybe it isn't good or what have you, and that's fair. You can have an opinion on the game. But what I don't need you to do is come in here and say, well, it sucks just because Michael likes it. You know, we don't need that. We don't need that. So you can go fuck yourself. You know, I already said I was honest about Starfield, and I said last year Starfield looked like trash. You know, I said that, and I put it immediately on the back burner. I said, well, there's no release date for Starfield. What they showed off wasn't that fantastic. And I said, well, I'm putting it on the back burner. You know, I was out at the Xbox Plaza reacting to it live, which has never been done before. Literally, one of a kind, okay? And, you know, what they showed off last year wasn't really that impressive. It just didn't look like it was ready. It wasn't ready for mass consumption. So I said, well, let's put that on the back burner. It doesn't have a release date. At the time, it didn't have a release date. Or it was 11/11/2022, but it wasn't because they delayed it 1 month prior to the showcase. So they delayed the game to a release date that wasn't concrete from 11/11/2022 to something else. 1 month before the showcase, and already knew, well, they need more time in the oven. It's a clear indication that they need more time in the oven. You don't even like Skyrim? How do you know? Get your parasocial ass out of here, or you're banned, okay? I'm done with it. You don't know me. You don't know what I like. Oh, you looked at my achievements and my trophies? Go fuck yourself. I don't play games for that shit. That's for fucking losers. You're an actual loser if you need validation from fucking fake points that get you nothing.
It's over!
You're a fucking loser. It's that simple. Bitch, I bought Skyrim day one on PS3, 11/11/11. Fuck off.
PlayStation has sold double the amount of PS5s than Xbox. That's a lot of people that won't be able to enjoy the GOTY. Rip Sony, rip Nintendo. Redfall GOTY.
Well, I mean, I put more time into Redfall than Zelda, because, I mean, Redfall is something new. Let's be honest. That's a fact. That's not an opinion. Redfall is something new. Name one game where you play as like a vampire slayer in fucking Maryland or wherever that game takes place. Like, it's actually, you know, there's very few games with vampires. That's a fact. There's not many games with vampires. So, you know, they try to do something new and everyone hates something new. Everyone's conservative. I don't understand. Then they get mad when they say, well, you voted Trump. And it's like, well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. Nonetheless, you know, shouldn't you be in line with that thinking? I mean, you all are conservative. You're afraid of change, even if it's for the better. You don't like new IPs, only when Sony does it, right? Yeah. You know, if Redfall were only on PlayStation, you'd love that. And it's the same with Starfield. I mean, if Starfield were only on PlayStation, you'd love that too. You'd love that too. And I would too. I don't care what platform the game's on. I don't care what. I mean, if Starfield were on the Switch, I'd be shilling it because I'd be confident that Bethesda could pull it off. Otherwise, they wouldn't release it on that platform. But it isn't on the Switch. It's only on the Xbox ecosystem, and that's just the reality of it. You don't have to agree. I don't care. You know. But you know, we're getting tired of these shills coming out of the woodwork, or these haters rather, coming out of the woodwork, and they got nothing to say. You know, now on June 11th, if the game looks like crap again, then, well, yeah, we're going to come out of the woodwork and say that's inexcusable. The game should be in a lot better shape. You know, it's that simple. It's that simple. Redfall was just Deathloop 2. Well, you guys showed that game. You said Deathloop was amazing. It was a masterpiece. It was a 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? They said Deathloop was amazing. They said Deathloop was amazing.
Alistair X super chatted $4.99. I feel sorry for short people, because when it rains they're the last to know.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Alistair X coming through. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate that. Alistair X coming through.
Guys, every game is Rockstar has censored GTA 5. Like, I need you guys to start listening right now. And start, you know, just pause right now and listen. They have censored the biggest franchise in the damn industry. Think about that. The biggest franchise in the industry. They went back and censored it last year. They went back and censored it because it was offensive. It was offensive. You know, how dare we have offensive stuff in our game? You know, how dare we have these stereotypes in our game? How dare we have this sort of political commentary? I mean, it's just fucking ridiculous. What happened? They bent the knee. They bent the knee, bro. Rockstar censored the biggest franchise in the history of video games. Go back and look. Type it in. GTA 5 censored. They removed content. They scrubbed it up and made it look squeaky clean because they didn't want to get canceled. Now that shows they don't have any balls left. And quite frankly, there's no hope left. Now we knew Rockstar was already woke. I mean, if you play Red Dead Redemption 2, you know that if Arthur Morgan went in a time machine and came to 2020, he would have voted for Hillary Clinton. You know, or you know, who ran in 2020? Biden. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that, but let's just be honest. That's probably where he would have stood. And it just doesn't make sense. You know, your game's taking place in 1889 and shit like that. The end of the Wild Wild West. And you know, you got this Twitter progressive. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad. Guys, they censored GTA. So when you look at GTA 6 in the next few years, whenever it releases, don't expect anything to be based. Expect it to be more than likely having woke themes in there. Because that's just how they're going to have to toe the line. It's a billion-dollar, multi-billion-dollar franchise. You think they can actually have an opinion now? No, you can't. You got to toe the line. You know? It's the same as these shill channels, you know? Once you get your channel pretty popular, you best stop sharing your actual opinion, because guess what? Ain't nobody want to hear it, and you'll lose opportunities. So you best play along to the general consensus, because that's the safe way to go. Don't speak your mind. You'll lose opportunities by speaking your mind. Fuck that. No matter how hard you want to. It's not going to lead to much. So, You know, and it sucks, but it is what it is. You know, that's just the nature of it. You know, and you got these QVC shills, these modern day QVC shills that are just pushing every game, every product. And they can't speak their mind because they will get canceled. I mean, if someone came out and said the new Zelda's trash and they had 500,000 subscribers or even less, 100,000 subscribers, well, they're going to lose subscribers, they're going to lose opportunities, they're going to lose sponsorships. And I know that sounds ridiculous, and it's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, no, that's the reality of it. If you go to a party and everyone's like, oh yeah, you know, we love Nickelback, and you come in there and you say Nickelback sucks, they're going to tell you to get the fuck out. And it's like, well, it's their party and it's their right. And I think that's fair. But with that said, maybe take that opinion outside and say, well, yeah, Nickelback sucks. Because it doesn't belong in that sphere. And, you know, when you have a massive channel that has hundreds of thousands of subscribers and a loyal fan base, and, you know, you have to toe the line. You have to shill. That's the name of the game. That's the name of the game. You know, Chris Stuckman, for example, he stopped he stopped criticizing movies. He stopped criticizing movies once he got into the Hollywood system. Chris Stuckman is making his own movie, or he's already done that. I don't know. But this was a few years ago. Chris Stuckman announced that, hey, I'm in the Hollywood system. I got to keep my mouth shut or I'm going to lose opportunities. And that's a smart fucking play. You best keep that fucking mouth shut. Don't review movies anymore. And who cares about your opinion? Because at the end of the day, if you got accepted into the Hollywood system, you best not say anything that's going to disrupt the general consensus or the narrative. You know, you're going to have to toe the line. And that's just the nature of the beast. It's the nature of the beast. So I unsubscribed from Chris Stuckman. I said, well, that's it. I'm done. You know, if he's not going to criticize movies anymore and say, well, this movie's not good, if he can't be bothered to do that anymore because he's now in the Hollywood system and he's goody two-shoe, well, then he can go screw himself. You know, he threw his integrity out the window and he sold out. He sold out. That's what he did. He sold out. And there's plenty of reviewers that did that a long time ago before they were actually big. But, you know, and it's a smart play. I got nothing against the hustle. I'd do the same thing. Fuck it. You know, if Steven Spielberg came tomorrow and said, hey, I'm shooting this new E.T. movie or some shit, and it's like, we need you to play, you know, a part in this movie, I'd say, yeah, I don't have an opinion anymore. I am a conformist, and I'm going to lose all individuality, and I'm going to do as I'm told. Yeah, absolutely. I'd say yes to that. I'd sell out. Anyone would. And everyone already has. Everyone already has. I can't even name 5 channels that haven't sold out. Quite frankly, I can't name 5 channels that haven't sold out. They all sold out. You know, if you're too much of a pussy to review Hogwarts Legacy because you're afraid of getting canceled, just delete your channel. You know, just delete your fucking channel. You're a loser. Just an actual loser. I can't even imagine how fucking bad and how down bad you have to be to subscribe to such losers like that.
It's over!
I enjoy their content, Michael, because they tell me what I want to hear. I had a bad day at work.
Devin Gillard super chatted $6 Canadian dollars and 99 cents.
I'd rather watch Billy Mays.
You think
dude.
all the NPCs will be wearing masks in GTA 6? I saw a guy wearing one in the car by himself today. It's so incredibly sad.
You saw a guy wearing a mask in a car? What is this, 2020? I mean, Jesus Christ. You know, look, I could cut it some slack in 2020 and say, well, in 2020, we didn't know anything. I mean, there wasn't even a vaccine back then. You know, we didn't even know what the hell was going on. Everything was on lockdown. It's like, well, better to be safe than sorry, sure. But if someone's wearing a mask in their car in 2023, quite frankly, I just find that a tad ridiculous. But I mean, hey, let them do them.
It's over!
Alistair X super chatted $9.99. 2 men broke into a drugstore and stole all the Viagra. The police put out a notice for 2 hardened criminals.
Amazing. I'm going to use that for my stand-up opening line when I do stand-up comedy. And if it elicits a response, then that means we're on the right track. If they boo or they cheer, we're good. If they're silent, we've lost them. It's that simple. That's the philosophy. And most people don't get it because they're not in the entertainment business. But once you actually perform in front of crowds, you'll understand, like, whoa, they're not eliciting a response. There's no reaction here. There's no attachment. You know, they're not resonating with what you're doing. And you know, that is when you go back to the drawing board and say, well, let's see if we can do better. So. Alistair X coming through. Hell yeah, brother. We appreciate that. That sounds like a Vince Russo matchup. I don't know if Wrestling Face is still in here, but he knows what I'm talking about. Vince Russo, Viagra on a pole.
We should bring back some of those Vince Russo storylines, I'll tell you what.
It's over!
Holy fucking shit.
Alistair X super chatted $19.99. What do you call a lesbian dinosaur? A little octopus.
I mean, what are you talking about, dude? Alistair X coming through so hard and so strong yet again. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. Alistair X coming through with a 20. Man, I can't remember. I mean, is this really the same Alistair X? I mean, bro, you were in this chat, we were having an argument, and now all of a sudden, the past few days, I mean, Alistair X has fucking turned into the next Mark McGuire, the next fucking Sammy Sosa in here. I mean, he has stepped up to the plate, and he has come through, and it is very surprising, and we really do appreciate that support, man, because a lot of the old school heavy hitters have moved on, and that's fair, you know. But, you know, for someone new to come up and step up in that way, and that's such, I mean, that it's just insane, and we do appreciate it, man. We do really appreciate that. Because I just thought you were just some fucking random troll. I thought you were just some guy that, you know, because everything was negative, doom and gloom, and it's like, well, I mean, you know, geez, you know, a dime a dozen in here for the negativity, you know. It's just like, wow, everyone's got a comment in here, and it's just negative, and it's like, well, Michael, you foster this community, and you do this, you do that. It's like, I'm here to broadcast my thoughts. You know, if it attracts people that have maybe that sort of negative mentality, then, well, I guess it is what it is. But, you know, at the end of the day, I think we do need to kind of find a better balance. And that's why we're starting to focus, you know, I'll sell it like Chris Stuckman, like I said, you know, if we have to shill, then, you know, by all means, we will shill. I mean, it's that simple. You know, I'm not shilling Starfield just for the sake of shilling it, but because I'm genuinely optimistic for it. And on June 9th, or June 11th, rather, that could change. Okay, on June 11th, that could go the opposite direction. You know, they could show the game off, and it could be really boring, or it could be just, you know, buggy and glitchy looking. And, you know, we'll come back and say, well, maybe it'll be a good Game Pass game and nothing more. I don't think it'll be in that category, but there is a possibility, certainly, that it could, you know, end up there. But that's just the reality of the situation. So... And we're going to have to wait until June 11th. But I'd rather go in and say, well, you know, last year they showed the game off and it was trash. It wasn't that great. This year they can show off the game. And, you know, they've had a lot more time to work on it. They've had a lot more time to refine it. And there's a big rumor that ID Software came in and they've refined the combat and refined some things to help out. And I'm telling you, I just think it's and especially, again, considering Game Pass Day 1, it's a value you cannot beat. It's not a $70 snowy movie game filled with woke themes. I mean, even if Starfield is woke, it's an RPG, you know? It's an actual RPG, a classic RPG. You don't get classic RPGs anymore. You can't name one RPG that came out in the last 5 years because it doesn't exist. One that's good anyway.
Alistair X super chatted $9.99. What does a perverted bullfrog say? Rub it.
There you go. Alistair X coming through yet again. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate it. But, you know, I mean, that's just the reality of it. Look, I can't wait until this Wednesday. I want to see the future of gaming on the PlayStation side. And Sony's going to have to do a great job on solidifying, you know, some of the new IPs that have been in the works for a few years now. You know, I don't want to just see Spider-Man 2 unless Spider-Man 2 is really that revolutionary. If Spider-Man 2 is revolutionary, then count me in. You know, if the graphics are really that next level, and the animations are really that next level, then yeah, I can't wait. But, you know, we're not there yet.
Christian Romero super chatted $4.99.
Holy shit, Christian Romero, long time
Bring it
no
in a way that makes sense. Been here since Spider-Man 2018. Michael is the only honest soul in the industry. The rest are sellouts or normies.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, I don't understand. You know, I mean, look, I would subscribe to someone that has a different take. Why would you not subscribe to someone that has a different take? You know, it's like, why would you subscribe to everyone that has the same thought process? To feel like you're a part of something? I don't understand. I don't get it. You know, I criticized Red Dead Redemption 2 a long time ago. So, you know, if people are saying, oh, you're just, you know, clout chasing, you're saying Red Dead Redemption 2 sucks and all this stuff. And it's like, guys, I put out those reviews back in 2018. The game wasn't good back then.
Luis
Hernandez
it's a good game, super chatted $10.
Luis Hernandez coming
Alice
yet again, baby.
is a true blue word class fan and always coming time after time in a way that makes sense.
Yeah, he's coming through and he's coming hard and strong. And consistently, we like that. We appreciate that, and we enjoy it so much. You guys are coming through very hard as of late, and we do appreciate that kind generosity and that support. And again, your support goes back into the show, and we're able to do cool things in the future. Luis Hernandez coming through yet again. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. Luis Hernandez coming through yet again. Will you stream the showcase? We're going to stream both. Yep, we're going to be there. We're going to be streaming both. Yeah, we're going to be streaming both. I mean, this Wednesday is the PlayStation Showcase, so we don't have to wait much longer. This Wednesday is the PlayStation Showcase, and you know, I just need to know, like, if I should keep my like, I'm not going to sell it more than likely, but it's like, you know, maybe there will come a point where I say I don't want this console anymore. If they have nothing to show for, there's no fucking point. You know, there's no point in keeping the console. I mean, obviously for GTA 6, but it's like for one game I'm going to keep the console for. It's like, no, I need at least a couple of more fucking games. You know what I think they're going to show off? I think they're going to show off a BioShock remake or some shit. Weren't they talking about that? That could be a surprise hit. That could be a surprise hit. It'll be a timed exclusive for PlayStation more than likely.
It's over!
Timed exclusive for PlayStation.
Alistair X super chatted $9.99. Luis, you've been doing your part too, buddy. Why does a mermaid wear seashells? Because she outgrew her bee shells.
There you go. Alistair X coming through yet again. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate that. Alistair X coming through yet again, so hard and so strong. And yeah, Luis Hernandez has been typically the one to pop the cherry in all of these shows as of late. We do appreciate that very much so. Luis Hernandez and Alistair X, Gary from the Vault, Troy Sports, CD Man, Alistair X. I mean, yeah, they're coming through really hard and really strong. I'll tell you, they're coming through really hard and really strong. They're coming through really hard and really strong. She don't love, and it's so sad. Alrighty, well, I think it's time to fuel the body here. So, with that said, we will have to pause the stream here and then come back. We'll have to pause the stream here and then come back. Oh, Jesus Christ. Because there's just no other way to do it. What is on the menu tonight? Well, I don't know if we need to go too crazy tonight, to be totally frank, because we haven't been walking that much, but my foot is kind of hurting, I'm not going to lie. You know, we've been applying a lot of pressure to the feet as of late, and, you know, so we're trying to pace it in a way that makes sense, but, you know, we don't want to go overboard with the food here. But we are starving, I'll tell you what, so we'll see here. But I think we're going to take a little pause here. We're going to come right back. You don't go anywhere. And we will resume here in just a moment. We're going to resume here in just a moment in a way that makes sense. So with that said, we're going to take a quick pause here. We'll be right back. We're going to take a quick pause here, and we're going to be right back. And we will resume the show. So you don't need to go anywhere, but we're going to take a quick pause here, and then we will be right back. So give me 1 second here, and we will be right back. And it is a little chilly out here, let's just put it that way. Nonetheless, let me know if we're back. We're about ready to put some fuel in the system here. We're about ready to put some fuel in the system. Let me know if we're back. We should be back, folks at home. We're going to take a quick pause there, but we are back. So let's get a 2 in the chat if you can hear and see. 2 in the chat. Yeah, we try and get back online as soon as possible. I mean, it doesn't take that long, but for some people that's long enough, and they have a reason to say, well, I'm out. You know, there's hundreds, thousands of other videos and streams to watch. So, we know you guys have, a lot of choice, and we particularly, well, I don't know what I was trying to say there, but nonetheless, it looks like we are back, folks, at home. We're going to get some fuel here for the body. We're going to put some fuel here for the body, and it is pretty chilly out here. I ain't going to lie. Like, the temperature is dropping for some crazy reason. The temperature is getting a little crazy out here. It's very chilly compared to yesterday. But that's okay, because it is just the way the cookie crumbles. Alistair X coming through yet again with the $2 super chat. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. I believe it's a $2 super chat. Alistair X coming through yet again, multiple times here, really hard and really strong. Elon Musk Jr. Holy shit. Hey there, mister. How are you doing? Hey there, mister. How are you doing? Yep, we are going to get some fuel for the body here. What the hell was that noise? Whew. Wow, the temperature drop here is unbelievable. Guys, is this rust or is this paint dry? Is the paint dry or is this rust? Let's get a better, closer look here. Is this...
It's over!
Holy shit, Dr. Hannibal coming through really hard and really strong with a $20 super chat. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that.
Dr. Hannibal Lictor super chatted 20
Damn.
euros. 2.
Dr. Hannibal coming through. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. Coming through hard and strong with a $20 super chat. Hell yeah, brother, we appreciate that. Dr. Hannibal coming through. And doing so in a way that makes sense. You guys are coming through fucking hard and strong tonight. God damn. We do appreciate that. Very much so. Thank you so kindly to all of the folks that have come through here and have supported the show in a very big way. So we're going to wait a couple of more minutes, and then we're going to get the food. And hopefully the food doesn't get cold quickly, because it is rather chilly out here. I mean, holy shit, the temperature has dropped here. The temperature has plummeted. Chat died. Well, it's just one of those things, guys. I can't. If people don't want to chat, they don't want to chat. I can only incentivize people to chat for so long before they just say, well, whatever. It is what it is. PS5 is good, but the ports, PS5 not good, compressed enough. Should be. This is why I like PS4 more. It's time for PS5. It's not. Okay, this guy's trolling. Pretty positive, bro. Pretty positive this guy's trolling, bro. All right, we're going to head over there and review this food. What do you guys think we got tonight here? What do you guys think we got tonight here? Man, we're going into McDonald's every day here now, and it's like, wow, we're like a regular customer here. It's kind of getting embarrassing, to be honest. It's like, geez, it's like we can't get enough, kind of addicted, actually. Didn't they say that in what's that documentary called about McDonald's? Super Size Me? Doesn't he say like it becomes addicting or something? I don't know. All right, give me one moment here. The screen's going to go to this, and we'll be right back here. Ooh. She don't love, then it's so sad. Not trolling, just not rich. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Well, now I know you're trolling. If I don't know what that means. Like, kind of. I can assume what it means, but I don't really know what it means. Wow, it's cold out here. Whew, holy shit. The temperature has just... Damn. Pretty unprecedented. 2 burn burgers? No. we're going with the classic setup here. We'll see here in just a moment. We'll see here in just a moment. She don't love. Whew. Damn, is it cold, bro? Holy shit. It's freezing. Can I get a water cup? Yeah, thanks. She don't love it, it's so sad. Shit, we're gonna have to warm up. I mean, it's getting cold out here, bro. The sun's going down. Sun is going down, folks. Almost got ran over in the drive-thru. Jesus, I mean, that, if I didn't stop, I don't think she was going to stop, and she weighed like 400 pounds. No, I'm not even joking. Damn, I was about ready to get run over. Was that Taylor Swift? She fell off. I mean, let's just be honest. She just remade her music because... And it's worse. Like, that's the thing, it's worse. The music's actually worse. It's like, here's Taylor's version of this song, and it's actually worse. It's like, no one wants to listen to Taylor's version because it's trash. Alright, let's see if we can re-get the... See if we can fix this here for you guys. Wow, it's cold out here. Hello? Oh, shit. Ugh. She don't love, and it's so sad. It is the saddest it's ever been. Here we go, McDonald's review. How we doing? McDonald's review. Oh, look at that right there. Look at this right here. Whew. We got the French fries. Oh, Big Mouth Billy Bass is in here? Bro, you guys know Big Mouth Billy Bass? Two McChickens and a fry. $3 special. Oh. Oh. Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
It's over!
Alistair X super chatted $9.99. I'm out of here. The Celtics are starting up game 2. If on later I'll watch. What's the difference between a used tire and 365 used condoms? One's a good year, the other is a great year.
What the fuck? Alistair X coming through, hell yeah. Boston Celtics, baby, the Garden. Holy shit. Alistair X coming through. Hopefully they get that dub. I don't know who they're facing, but oh, they're facing the Heat. Is Rondo still on the Celtics? Guys, they had like a bunch of great players back a few years, well, like 10 years ago now. But they had a really great lineup, bro. The Celtics versus the Bulls, like in 2009, those playoff games or whatever, or 2011, whenever it was, that shit was fire, bro. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but yeah, I don't know who currently plays for any team, really. I mean, is what's his face still on the fucking Bulls? They said he was the next Michael Jordan. Does what's his face still fucking play? Shit, I don't even know his name now. What was his name? He was the next big bull. You know, he wasn't on Michael Jordan's level. Obviously, no one can be. But Derrick Rose, that's who it is. Is that guy? There's no way he's still playing, bro. He's got to be old now. Because he's well past his fucking prime, Derrick Rose. Because he gets injured. I mean, he's kind of useless. It's like, well, the team signs him for like $4 million, for however much, maybe more than that. But it's like he can't even play because he gets injured all the time. But the Bulls had a pretty good lineup like 10 years ago. They had a lot of great players. They had Derrick Rose. They had, jeez. I can't remember their names, but I know who they are. You guys know what I'm talking about. They had Ben Gordon. They had, this was like in 2010, 2009. They had a chance there. I think that was the best rebuilding of the Bulls. Yeah, Joakim Noah, that's who I'm thinking of. Yep, he's like the Shaq of the Bulls. You know, if the ball didn't go in, he'd be right down there by the hoop and just tip it in. Yeah, Joakim Noah, Derrick Rose, Ben Gordon. There was a few. You know, Ben Gordon was a sharpshooter. He put them 3-pointers in. Derrick Rose was like Kobe. Well, I don't know about that, but you know, he did the layups and shit. And there was a lot of talent there. I don't know who the fuck played. Is Zach LaVine still playing? Like that guy's got to be a boomer now at this point. Because there was like big hype for Zach LaVine, and they said, well, he's going to be the next Michael Jordan. And that didn't turn out to be the case.
No, LeBron James has got to solidify this ring, bro. Like if if tomorrow's game, if the Lakers take the L again, I mean, look, LeBron James is one of the best basketball players of all time. Like the stats are, you can't argue stats. He's like the highest scoring fucking player in the game. You can't argue with the stats. But, you know, another W at the playoffs would, I think, solidify his legacy. And put the haters to rest once and for all, you know, to get that ring. I know there's still LeBron haters out, and it's like, why are you guys on the LeBron hate train? And then they pretend to be LeBron fans too. It's like, well, we love LeBron. It's like, no, you hated LeBron back in the day when he played the villain role pretty well. And then you pretend to be fucking LeBron fans, and it's like, dude, I was always on Team LeBron. But when no one else was, like, oh, he joined the Heat, he betrayed the fucking Cleveland Cavaliers, you know, and it's like, okay, dude. But you're just not a fan of the game. You know, that tribalism bullshit is stupid. It's like, guys, he grew up in Ohio, I guess, but fuck. You know, if he wants to end his career in LA or some shit, you know, it's like, damn. You know, Brett Favre ruined his legacy by going to the fucking Jets. Like, no one's going to watch that shit. But I don't know, dude. Why? Guys, LeBron James doesn't have much time left. He's like 35 years old. He's going to eventually retire. You don't want to see LeBron James get a ring? In LA? Come on, dude. Well, actually, they've already won, haven't they? Like 4 years ago, didn't they win? I don't know. So maybe LeBron's already got a ring in LA. I think he does. She don't love. Who's 39? LeBron? Shit. LeBron's 39? I didn't think he was that old. Well, then this is it. I mean, if he's 30, unless you're talking about someone else, I don't know who you guys should be talking about. Oh, you're talking about Aaron Rodgers. Oh, he's done. 39. He's a boomer. I mean, that's you can't go for much longer than that. Once you hit 30, you've pretty much, it's the downfall.
It's over!
Midnight Shepherd super chatted $9.99. Came back home to the big city. I am sick and tired of the nose rings, astrology obsessions, and goddamn witchcraft books all over bookstores.
Really?
Time for another crusade, men. Deus Vult, Latin cross, Latin cross, Latin cross.
It's over. Midnight Shepherd coming through. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate it. Well, in professional sports, once you hit the age of 30, it's declined from there. I mean, you only have a few years left. That it's time to retire. The body gives.
It's over!
Snurfk super chatted $10. LeBron will get it done. He is the only person to bring a team back from 3-1 in the finals.
Really?
He's the GOAT for a reason.
Oh, yeah.
He's starting to get slower now, so incredibly sad.
That's what I'm saying.
He's still better than KD Toe.
Oh, yeah, Kevin Durant. I mean, he's a has-been. Oh, yeah. I mean, if anyone's going to do it, it's LeBron James. Literally the best in the world. I mean... But has LeBron won in LA? They just won the finals like 4 years ago, 3 years. I don't know when it was. I think they beat the Golden State Warriors or something. I remember they did win. I don't remember. Pretty sure they did. But was LeBron on the team at the time? Probably was. So I guess LeBron's already won the ring in LA. You know what I mean?
It's over!
Snurfk super chatted $10. The Suns got exposed.
Really? Well, Phil Jackson came out and said, this was on TMZ. Phil Jackson came out and said that he stopped watching NBA after they did the whole bubble thing, and it said, and I don't want to get into it in here, but that's what Phil Jackson was saying. Oh, gee, Williker. Well, he's got less rings, but he's got more points. Where's the ketchup? I don't know.
It's over!
Snurfk super chatted $20. Here's the thing about the MJ versus LeBron GOAT debate. When MJ left the Bulls, still won 55 games a year.
Really?
When LeBron left the Cavs after he single-handedly brought them to the '07 finals, they only won 27 games. LeBron GOAT.
I'm telling you, LeBron is overall. I mean, I'm not trying to start a fucking, but I think overall LeBron is maybe a little bit stronger than Jordan. Yeah, he's got less rings, but fuck me in the ass. Like I think Michael Jordan. LeBron James has played longer than Michael Jordan has, right? I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm not an expert on this shit, but obviously Michael Jordan, you can't. There ain't ever going to be another Michael Jordan, But people love to hate on LeBron James because, I don't know, he's just, easy to hate on, I guess, because oh my God. Gary from the Vault coming through. Oh, wow, the temperature. Oh my God, bro, it's like winter time out here. I mean, we're talking a 20-degree drop easily, or at least 15. I mean, this is unbelievable. Well, yeah, okay, let's just say Jordan is better, and I would, argue most people think that. I'm not saying you're wrong. In fact, he might very well be. But let's not diminish LeBron's accomplishments, okay? Let's not diminish LeBron's accomplishments. I mean, all-time scoring, all-time high scoring, Like, he's contributed a lot to the game. And he's very talented, okay? And in the face of adversity, he comes through. And tomorrow night, I think you're going to see LeBron put that headband back on and come back in a way that hopefully makes sense. Wow. Wow. Damn. LeBron is the Starfield of basketball? Well, I'm assuming you mean that means it's great, yeah. I mean, I'll buy the new 2K if LeBron's on the cover, He's been on the cover only like one time, maybe 2 times, I don't know. I mean, at least he has the balls to run his ball. I'll give him that. I'll give LeBron that. He says what he wants. He says what he wants. At least he's got the balls to say what he feels, I mean, he's fucking LeBron James, There's a lot on the line there if he says something that doesn't agree with people. So I'll give LeBron that, He says what he wants. And most people can't do it. They don't want to lose their position, or they're scared to rock the boat, Why are we talking about sports with an uneducated gamer? What? I don't know what that means. Because we can talk about what we want here. It's my show. And I've actually played basketball in real life. I was actually on the team. Didn't score a damn point, but hey, it is what it is. Why is the windy audio? Can you activate noise canceling? No, don't think there's a way to... Guys, it's machine learning, you know. It's not up to me. The phone needs to figure that out. The phone needs to figure that out. Who cares? I mean, wow. All right, let's get a 3 in the chat here. Ugh. Let's get a 3 in the chat here. Whew. Should have brought 2 coats. Damn. Well, stats isn't everything, you know. It's not everything. I mean, Kobe doesn't even have a fucking statue outside of the arena, which I find really odd and bizarre. It's like, bro, like Kobe was a Laker. Like, where's the fucking statue? You know what I mean? Like, it isn't there. It's like Shaq has one, but like, how do you not have a statue for Kobe? Like,
It's over.
Understand that. It's like LeBron will get one before him. Like, what the fuck?
Snurf super chatted $10. Imagine LeBron or MJ in Chamberlain times. They would have scored around 200 points a game. Gonna be crazy if anyone ever scores more than 100 to beat Wilt.
Yeah. Yeah. Gary from the Vault coming through. Yet again. Oh my God, are we really talking about RE4 remaking here yet again? I'm done. Guys. Oh my God, bro. Every time we do Resident Evil, it's like they cling on for months and months afterwards. It's like, guys, I get it. That's your favorite franchise. You get emotional attachment to it for some reason. It's like, gee williker. This happened last time when we talked about RE2 remake and RE3 remake. It took like 6 months for people to fucking calm down about it. Like, oh, dude, the shit's dead already, bro. There's probably like, let me guess, 4,000 people playing. Maybe a little more. I'd say 8,000 playing RE4 remake right now on Steam. I'm going to say 8,000. But it could be lower. Could also be higher. Street Fighter 6. Guys, I got to sign up for that Texas Chainsaw beta. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre beta. I want to sign up for that. I don't think you're allowed to show gameplay if you get. I don't know the details though. Some people were saying that the beta, maybe the beta is not this month, and maybe the sign up process is. I don't know. I thought the beta was this. What the fuck? I thought the beta was this month, but maybe it's the sign up process, and maybe the beta is next month. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's been kind of one of those things where it's like, well, we know there's a beta coming, don't really know when though. Well, there's just nothing to do in the game. I mean, there's nothing to do in the game. 6,000 people? Damn. What did I say, 8,000? Wow. Kind of close. Yeah, I don't think that's too good. I mean, I really don't. I don't know. I mean, maybe it is, but not really. For the hype that game had. I mean, more people are playing, obviously, Zelda. And yeah, granted, that's newer, but it's a bigger game. You know, there's more content there. People are going to be playing Zelda for months if you take your fucking time with it. Because there's a lot of game there. Same with Starfield. That's going to be played for months on end with 1,000+ planets. But yeah. It's going to be a while before we see the whole damn everything about that game. That I can tell you. Well, we better not keep walking this way. We're going to run into the damn dead zone. Open beta today? Open beta today? No, you're trolling, dude. There ain't no open beta. There ain't no open beta. For Texas Chainsaw, there's no open beta, bro. You can sign up now, probably. There ain't no open beta. If there were, I'd be playing that right now. There ain't no open beta, bro.
It's over!
Zelda fans are insane. Well, I've never dealt with them. They didn't come over here. Because we didn't make videos on
Snurf
it.
super chatted $10. Re for Argotty. Starfield trash. Soda drinker progotty.
Oh, my God. Gary from the Vault coming through yet again. Hell yeah, by the way, appreciate it. Gary from the Vault. Coming through yet again. So hard, so strong. 99 empty planets, 4 cities. Dude, I'm not going to have the conversation, bro. If you guys... Guys, is the Texas chain... Oh, my God. Oh. Texas Chainsaw Beta sign-up was delayed because they had some issues. They said they'll keep us updated. Really? Oh, my God, bro. Unbelievable. Yikes. That's a big yikes, bro. That is a big yikes. Wow. Well, my hype for that's pretty much dead now. Sounds like it's a game that's just not even... They can't even figure out how to get sign-ups for betas. Trash. Unbelievable garbage, dude. Holy fucking shit, dude. Unbelievable. Street Fighter 6 open beta. Oh. I'd love to watch you play a fighting game. Well, I mean, look, if Mortal Kombat has cool characters, like if they put John Cena and shit, like someone said Roman Reigns, like if they had like a WWE DLC, that'd be pretty fucking sick. Someone was saying the technical test got hacked. Really? What is going on? Shit, there might be some big developments here with this Texas Chainsaw Massacre beta. Damn. It got hacked? What the fuck? I think you guys are trolling in here. Like, what is going on, man? There must have been a big bunch of news for that game. I forgot all about it. Beta test is the 25th of this month. Yeah, well, they said they closed the beta sign up because I guess there's too many people that tried to sign up or something. I don't know. So I guess I forgot to sign up. It's over. Starfield will save gaming. Well, everyone hates it. I mean, I went to a Zelda video and I said Starfield is going to be bigger, and that's just a fact. Like, that's not an opinion. Starfield is going to be bigger than Zelda. Like, even the Zelda fanboys would agree. Like, yeah, it's bigger. It doesn't mean it's better, but Starfield's going to be bigger. That's a fact. And they're fucking saying it's not. Like, oh, you're so fucking dumb. Bigger doesn't mean better. And it's like, yeah, well, I get that, but like, dude, I mean, just play your Zelda, have fun with it. But, realize, like, the mature gamers want a classic RPG experience from Bethesda, from a veteran games studio, and it's on Game Pass day one. Like, I just don't see how the recipe is going to churn out chocolate chip cookies that are just not great. This recipe looks fantastic, so... Redfall is trash. Well, I didn't think it was. I mean, I thought it was pretty run-of-the-mill. It's not good, but I already said my real game of the year. I said Iron Lung, and you got some people in here that are mad, like, oh, Iron Lung didn't come out this year, it doesn't count. It's like, no, it does count because I played it this year, so it's my game of the year so far, Iron Lung. Literally no one is talking about Starfield. Good. We don't want the normies to talk about that game. They can't handle it. Good. It's a great sign, actually, because it shows that it's for hardcore gamers only. There's not a normie appeal. if the normies were talking about it, then we'd have a problem, because then the game might be shit. You know, they're catering towards hardcore gamers here. This is kind of Todd Howard's like fantasy game, you know? And I don't mean like Magic and stuff like that. I mean like, you know, this has been in the works for literally years and years. And it's finally come to fruition, so. Every boss in Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is a complete joke. Well, I've never fought a boss in the game, so. I made it to the main island and then basically said, well, that's, you know, yeah, you can build shit and stuff like that, but okay. You know, I mean, maybe Breath of the Wild is better, I don't know. Maybe Breath of the Wild is better. All I'm saying is that if Starfield doesn't make it, it's over for Xbox. Well, that's why it's an exciting time right now. It's an exciting time because there's a lot at stake here with this game. There's a lot of pressure on Bethesda, Xbox, and you know, this game has to be good. And you know, honestly, they could delay it again if you know, because Stalker 2 ain't probably coming out this year. They don't have, I mean, probably another Forza game or some shit, but you know, at the end of the day, Redfall died so quickly. Guys, every game dies quickly. Every game dies quickly. I don't know what to tell you. It's a Game Pass game anyway, so if you're looking at the Steam chart numbers, that doesn't tell the whole story. That doesn't tell the whole story. How are they going to make money on Starfield? I don't know. Why would I care? It's Microsoft. It's Bethesda. It's like, dude, they bought Bethesda for like $1 billion or some shit. Like, well, more than that. So I'm pretty sure everyone's taken care of. I don't know, dude. Like I don't care about that. Like that's for non-gamers. That's like for fucking analyst shit. Like, you know, that's fake gamer stuff. There's people that play games. There's people that talk about games. There's people that review games. There's people that make content for games. There's people that, you know, there's this multitude of avenues. Breath of the Wild is more polished, but not better. How long will Starfield leave on Game Pass? Probably forever. Why would it disappear? Probably for, I mean, they own Bethesda. Like, Xbox bought Bethesda, Microsoft bought Bethesda, whoever, right? So, like, they own them now. It's first party. Why would it leave Game Pass? It probably won't. Well, Sony doesn't have anything like that, you know? I'm every genre. I mean, I actually play games, so obviously I don't just talk about them. So I don't know what you want me to tell you. I mean, I used to not stream games at all. We never played games on stream. We only talked about them, so we fit more in the talk about category before. But I've done Let's Plays before and stuff like that. But I know a lot of people are in certain categories, and, you know, it is what it is. I don't know. But I was a gamer beforehand. I mean, strictly a gamer beforehand. Before YouTube existed or anything like that. Like, yeah, we were always gaming. Bought the GameCube day one when it came out, midnight launch. You know, was there for the PS3 launch, 360 launch, all that stuff. So, you know, I'm a real gamer. It's just, you know, I'm very picky with what I like. You know, if we only like 5 games in an entire console generation, then so be it. We only like 5 games. I'm not just a mindless consumer. It's like I have, you know, my tastes are pretty, you know, they are not really broad, so. I like games that utilize hardware in different ways that are that's fascinating. Like, what if we use the controller this way, you know? Or what if we use this device that just came out for this console in this way? It always gets a plus, even if the game's trash. Every time I play a game and it's like, wow, they're using this device in a unique way, or they're using the Bluetooth speaker on the PS5 controller in a unique way, or the light bar and stuff like that. It's like, okay, well, they went ahead and they went that extra mile, and, you know, that's cool. I'm not going to say it makes it game of the year, but, you know, it's just an extra layer to it. So that's the first step. You got to utilize the hardware in a way that makes sense. And if they're too lazy to do that, then the game's probably going to be trash. You have bad taste? Well, that's your opinion. Actually, let's ban this guy. You know, you should. I would have liked your little troll account if you renamed it Big Mouth Billy Bass. So maybe come back with that. Maybe come back with the Big Mouth Billy Bass, because that's what you have as your profile picture, and that's cool. I like the Big Mouth Billy Bass, but we're gonna ban their ass because you ain't Big Mouth Billy Bass. So fuck you. See ya. Banned. You don't come in here and impersonate Big Mouth Billy Bass. The new Zelda is basically director's cut of Death Stranding. Well, I mean, I think Death Stranding's more interesting. It's a different concept. I think Death Stranding is more interesting. I think it's a more interesting game. Wow, there's almost a car wreck. Holy shit. What a fucking retard. Like, turns out in front of traffic. Like, literally a dumbass. Holy shit. Unbelievable. It's like some people don't have their thinking caps on in here when they're driving their vehicles. It's like, bro, you're literally driving a machine. Like a very powerful machine. Like, spill test. Oh. No, I get the appeal of Zelda. Like, look, I don't know how to explain it, bro. I'd probably enjoy the game more if we didn't have to, like, force content with it. Like, I'm telling you guys, I don't like forcing content with games, especially games that actually could be good. I mean, Elden Ring was ruined for me because we started streaming it. And then the fans came over and they said, well, oh, you're dumb, you're trash, and this is how you play. Oh, my God, you're fat rolling. It's like, dude, I'm a new fucking player, dude. I don't know these dumb lingo terms. Like, get a fucking life. You know? I mean, Jesus Christ. Like, I've never played Bloodborne. I played, like, a little bit of Dark Souls 3 and 2. And, well, not 2. You know, Demon Souls, obviously, the remake. That was junk. Cool little tech demo, I guess, but it's like the animations are straight from PS2. So... You know, but I was actually having fun with Elden Ring on my own. I was like, wow, it was open world. You explored at your leisure, and, you know. But then we started streaming it. It's like, oh, you know, all these opinions on how to play it properly. You're not playing it right. You're trash. You suck. This, that, and the third. Everything, you know, under the sun. It's like, I didn't ask for input. So, but I guess I did because I clicked go live, so... So, you know, maybe with Starfield we play at least the first couple of hours offline or something. But probably not. I don't know. Depends on a lot of things. But with GTA 6, I want at least, yeah, we have to play at least the opening mission offline. We got to feel that game. We got to feel that game. You know, I remember GTA 5 midnight launch. The line was so long for GTA 5 midnight launch. It was insane, bro. I've never seen it that long before. But I came home and installed that on the PS3, and whew, I knew we were in for one hell of a fucking ride. Cracked open the beef jerky, and damn, what an experience. It's like, you know, when Rockstar makes a game, it's like, yeah, I mean, you're getting a big game there, you know, and a game that's hopefully quality. Now, you know, again, Red Dead 2, that was probably, I think, my most disappointing Rockstar game. I mean, GTA 5 is, you know, I mean, 4 and 5 are, when you really look at San Andreas and you look at 4 and 5, I would argue both games are a downgrade. I would say 4 is a downgrade to San Andreas, and so is 5. Like, what they had in San Andreas was, like, perfect balance. You know, kind of RPG-light mechanics.
interesting side activities, just a shit ton of stuff to do, and it's like, wow, they're actually like embracing fun. I think after San Andreas, I think that something happened within the company. I don't know what it would have been, but it's just like something changed. And I love GTA 4, but even compared that to San Andreas, and it's just like you don't have as much. There's not much of a feature set here. It's like everything's either watered down or it doesn't exist anymore. It's like you can't get Nico fat. You can't make him super skinny. You can't do this. You can't do that. It's like all this shit is just not in the game anymore. And it's like, well, what have they replaced it with? Obviously realistic fucking graphics, HD graphics, physics, things of that nature. Better production values across the board with the better hardware, and all that's fantastic, but I just wish they would incorporate. So hopefully with GTA 6 they can just kind of, give the player a bunch of activities to do, shitload of stuff to do, and this is the biggest game, biggest budget, biggest this, biggest that. So it's like I don't know how you could fuck it up, really. I mean, story-wise, it might not be great, but when have they ever been? Like, none of the stories make sense if you really look at it. It's like, once you give player the control of the player, the whole damn story is basically out the window. Because the player is going to control the character how he or she wants. And the game is going to tell its story how it wants. So, if you play as Arthur as a good guy or a bad guy, well, that might not be depicted in the cutscene. Maybe it is, I don't remember. But, it's just that weird dynamic of, well, it's a video game, but it also wants to be this movie, and it's like, this is the narrative they're trying to tell, but wait a minute, Arthur just slaughtered like 100 people over here, and now he's trying to be like a good guy, and it's like, well, none of this makes any sense, but whatever, it's a video game, right, I don't know. But really the problem with Red Dead 2 for me isn't the woke shit. I just bring that up because people get fired up about it. I mean, it was kind of annoying, but not really. The problem for me with the game is that it didn't bring anything new to the table. And it's not really that detailed. It's like it's got great graphics and storytelling and, movie game shit. And they've always been cinematic, don't get me wrong. It's Take-Two. They've always made... It's cinematic fucking Rockstar game stuff, So it's always been there. It's not anything new, but... There's nothing really surprising about Red Dead 2 at all. Like, there's not one new thing that's never been done before by them, to be honest. Like, it's just kind of a culmination of everything they've done before on inferior hardware. And it's like, well, if this is impressive, cool. I mean, it just didn't do that much for me. It's like, well, you could talk to every NPC in Bully. Now, sure, it's not as in-depth, but... It's not really in-depth in Red Dead 2. It's like you just say... Like, Watch Dogs 2 is a more in-depth game than fucking Red Dead 2. That's why I wasn't surprised with fucking... Red Dead Redemption 2. All the NPCs just stand around in that world. It's like, oh, it's so detailed. You see all these fucking videos on YouTube, especially when the game came out. Like, hundreds of videos so detailed. And it is, but... Is it really, like, that crazy? It's not that detailed. Because the NPCs just kind of stand around. Like, go to Valentine right now if you're playing the game. And you just see, like, NPCs kind of stand around. They're either walking or doing some, cycle animation. Or typically they're just standing around. It's like, guys, that's fucking lazy. It's like, everyone just kind of stands around. It's like in Watch Dogs 2, they sold the believability of the world by, like, literally mocapping everything. And it looks super realistic as you're passing by. But you have to really think about the player, and you have to say, well, what if the player just stops and watches? And I know that's dumb. It's like, well, I mean, these are the things you have to account for. If you're making an open world game and you're trying to make this like simulated fucking open world and realistic this, realistic that, it's like you're going to have to do it in a way that makes sense. So Watch Dogs 2 is probably the most forward-thinking game, I guess. It's not perfect, but with what they did with the NPCs and the reaction system, and then how they gutted that in Legion was terrible. But on the flip side, Legion had the system where it's like, well, you can play as anyone, and they had that gimmick, and it wasn't great. But they did have that gimmick where you can play as anyone.
and they have sort of unique perks and abilities. But the problem is with that mechanic is that you can play as the grandma in London, and then you can go and play as like a firefighter or some shit or whatever. And the NPCs don't really react differently. So there's no reaction system in Legion. Now, had they taken the reaction system in Legion and expanded upon that, or in Watch Dogs 2 rather, if they'd taken the reaction system in Watch Dogs 2 and expanded that in Legion on top of the play as anyone gimmick, you would have had something really cool there. You would have had something really badass there. But, you know, it had to be one or the other, and they had to gut the reaction system. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I would say Watch Dogs 2 is probably one of the most forward-thinking games in an open-world sort of environment. More detailed than RDR2, I would argue, in certain aspects. Because everyone kind of reacts to what you're doing in the world, what you're wearing. You know, when you pull your camera out and take selfies, they react, or you point the camera at them, even they react. It's like a lot of reaction stuff. It's really, it helps sell it. You know, it's not wood. It's not fucking just like, well, these are NPCs and they don't really react to the player. It's like, well, maybe they should. So they built that entire system, and it was in Watch Dogs 1 a little bit too, but they refined it in 2 much more than the first game. So, month of May sucks for gaming. Bro, you just got fucking Zelda. You just got fucking, you just got Zelda. May's almost over anyway. Like, what's coming in June? I mean, Street Fighter, I don't know. I mean, if the Texas Chainsaw beta comes out later this month, that'll be cool. Anyone here played Chernobyl Light? That's an interesting game. I was always looking at that game. It takes place in, obviously, Chernobyl, and you basically, like, you formulate a team, and then you have to, like, fight. I don't know, it looked kind of cool. I mean, I don't know about no AAA game, but it might be one of the hidden gems. I think it just came to PS5, like, last year. Yeah, I know, anything with Chernobyl is interesting. Sort of. Anything with Chernobyl could be at least somewhat interesting, because there's a lot that you could do with that. But I don't want no fantasy shit in that. You know, Stalker 2's in Chernobyl, obviously, but I think it's like pure fantasy stuff. Or ghost shit. It's like, that's dumb. Like, you know, yeah, if the radiation, like, mutates the fucking, you know, then that's a whole different thing, but I don't need, like, some fucking wizard flying around in Chernobyl. Or some fucking stupid ass, like, dragon radiated boss or something. It's fucking stupid. Hello? Guys, I'm out here running my mouth a million words a minute. Let's go. Come on. Gotta get this chat up in here. Jeez. Okay. See, this is why I don't like talking about games with you guys. You guys don't like the same things as I do. Guys, I'm a weirdo. I'm a nerd. You know, I like weird shit. I like nerdy shit in games. I'm not a normie. I don't like sit around and like gawk at the graphics. Like, graphics are boring to me. It's like, yeah, if the game's realistic, looking cool, but if it's wooden and it's a museum game where nothing's interactable and the NPCs don't react, then it's trash. Did you watch the Jaffe interview? Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I'll let you know if Chernobyl Light is good. Yeah, let me know what you think about it. I mean, it should be on PS Plus, in my opinion, but maybe it's better than that. I don't know if that's the game, but supposedly it's like a 1-to-1 scale of Chernobyl, or Pripyat, or whatever the fucking city's called. I'm not sure if it was that game. Has it gotten colder? Yeah, well, it's cold out here. But I've been moving the body, so we're warming up a tad bit. But it is chilly out here, I'll tell you that. Shattered memories, psychological profiling the player was really unique. That's what I'm saying. But people don't care about shit like that. It's just like, you know, they try and not only that, but like it utilized the controls in a way that made sense. I mean, it is kind of repetitive. You don't really fight anything in that game. But to me, that's a breath and that's a blessing in disguise. I'm tired of destroying things in games. I'm tired of eliminating the enemy constantly in games. It's like, can we please innovate? Like, maybe we don't do that in the games. So, you know, Chernobyl light is slop, really. Well, I guess we can wait till Stalker 2 then. I don't know. You need to have patience with it. It's so slow gameplay. Well, I mean, I can play it offline and have patience with it, but I don't have patience when I'm on stream. Everyone's getting bored. It's like, you got to keep moving. That's why I skip cutscenes. Well, first of all, I don't really care about half the cutscenes in these games. It's like, this story shit don't matter. It's like, give me a basic premise and let's go. We don't need to sit around and watch these dumb movies. But second of all, it's like, well, if everyone here has already seen the cutscenes, like, there's no reason to watch it again. Like, I'm not going to react to it, so it's just best we skip it. Jump right into the gameplay. Imagine playing Shattered Memories instead of 1. Well, I got both, and I would say both are I would say both are underrated. Silent Hill 1 is underrated. Anyone saying otherwise is just trolling. No, let's not go down there. There's a dog. Wait, is that the street with the dog? Fucking hell, dude. I mean, obviously with GTA 6, I'm not skipping any cutscenes. I'm not skipping any cutscenes with GTA 6, unless I've already seen them. Then there's no point to watch them. But with GTA 6, I'm not skipping any cutscenes. Because I know that shit's going to be so well produced and so well acted. Well, hopefully. It's Rockstar North. It's not Rockstar San Diego. You know, this is a $1 billion franchise. Like, this is going to be a massive game. I'm telling you guys, like, I really don't think people are ready for GTA 6. And I'm not going to say it's going to, like, fucking, you know, be the most, like, fucking unfathomable experience you've ever experienced, but I do believe that people are underestimating what is going to be included in that game to some extent. I mean, obviously I don't know, no one does, but like, you have to understand, like, there is a reason that it is taking them so long. And I've said this time and time again, I personally believe the GTA Online experience, day one, whenever that launches on GTA 6, is going to be, the role-playing stuff is going to be natively baked in. So from day one, you're going to be able to role-play right within the GTA 6 Online, from day one. Unless they have totally different plans, I'm not sure how they would roll that out, but with the current one existing, so unless they just update that, which wouldn't make sense. But you know, online is its separate thing now, so I guess they could do whatever with it. Like, the online portion of GTA is literally a separate thing on console, so they might have different plans, but I personally believe that it will have the role-playing elements baked in natively day one. No need for mods or anything like that, because Rockstar, they don't like that stuff anyway. Rockstar, or Take-Two rather, you know, they frown upon mods and stuff. Anyone that kind of does any of that shit, they're not into that stuff. And it's like, well, I get it. I mean, it's their property. It's like, if they don't want you, you know, it's like, you know, if you go to a friend's house and you don't take off your shoes and they yell at you, I think that's fair game. It's like, well, you know, it's their house, their rules, right? It's like going into someone's house and saying, well, that painting you have there on the wall sucks. Let me get a marker and fix it. It's like, what the fuck? Maybe that's not the best analogy, but point is that it's their property, and, you know, if they don't want people... What the fuck is this? GTA 6 will be woke? Oh, absolutely. I've already come to say, yes, it will. But you're just going to have to get used to it. But, you know, obviously, yeah, it's going to be woke. It's going to have woke themes. They said the frat boy culture is gone, so, you know, it's not just a bunch of men making games and, you know, getting that locker room talk going on. I mean, that's just a reality. But, so, yeah, it's going to be woke, but, I mean, it doesn't mean it's not going to be detailed. I think it'll be the most detailed game they've ever created, absolutely. It'll put Red Dead 2 to shame. Then everyone's going to want Red Dead 3, and it's like, guys, there ain't no money in that. Ain't no money in that. Well, a lot of people in here, yeah, a lot of people in here are woke. I'm not going to lie. I thought we had a different audience. Maybe we did a few years ago. I don't know. I never leaned into the politics so much. But Mr. Negative did, like, oh, this shit's woke. And it's like, you know, I shied away from that shit. I don't want to talk about that shit. It's boring. Everyone talks about politics and this, that, and the third. But it's like, well, since no one talks in here anymore because they're so fucking desensitized to the show, it's like, well, let's just start bringing up the woke fucking terminology to get people talking. But, I mean, it is woke. I'm not just saying it for the sake of saying it. Like, Red Dead Redemption 2 is woke. Like, you know, go watch that 1 hour video. It'll show you everything. No, I'm not saying anything. I don't have to complete games on the stream. It's my show. If that offends you, then why don't you go complete the game? I mean, I like it, you know. I mean, right now, it's just because we're optimistic for a game doesn't mean we're good. So, hell no, I'm not 100%ing the fucking game. Absolutely not. You're out of your fucking gourd. But that doesn't mean that I don't like it just because I don't complete it 100%. That's insanity, dude. I'm not 100%ing Starfield. No. It's too fucking big. I've never 100%ed a Bethesda game. And this is their biggest one yet. Like, come on, dude. I'm not 100%ing the game. No one's doing that unless you're a fucking nerd. Which maybe that's... You know, if, like I said, if there's one, right now, if you only can buy one game, I would probably say Zelda. Based off the sheer quantity of the game. I would say buy Zelda. If you only had one game to buy this year, so far, buy Zelda. You're getting your money's worth. $70 for hundreds of hours of gameplay. Depending on how you approach it. Like, if you really want to, like, jump into that world and play, you can play it on the go. So, I would recommend Zelda, yes. It's not necessarily, you know. But, I mean, you could also argue, well, Oblivion's still good. And that's $5 now, probably. So, or free on Game Pass. So, I don't know. New Vegas. I've never played New Vegas. I mean, well, I played a little bit of it. Like 30 minutes of it. Like 30 minutes of New Vegas. Well, that's an all-new game to me, too. I mean, I remember the graphics not being good, so that's kind of a downside, but it's an old game, so. And I'm sure Oblivion hasn't aged all that well. Because I remember looking at Oblivion and thinking, wow, this shit's fucking beautiful. You look at it now and it's like, damn, we've come fucking far. Oh my God. Look at the grass. Look at the grass here. Wow. Well, for $70 I can mow this. Hell, you know what? I'm going to boost it up to 100. Gee, look at this grass. Oh my God. Look at the grass here. It needs to be mowed. Well, if they pay me $100, I can probably get it done. I mean, it'll take 40 in gas just to get that mowed, you know? I mean, gee williker. You tear your mower up going through that shit unless you got a fucking professional one. You'd have to have a high-powered one to get through that. How do they mow the grass back in the day? Like they had like a scythe or something? I mean, might as well fucking just utilize that. It'd be cheaper. You swing the scythe around and cut the grass or something. Manual tools. The old technology is better. Imagine 100%ing Zelda. Well, some people in here are probably going to do just that. I don't 100% any game. I don't do that. I don't hunt for achievements. I don't play for trophies. I don't play for completionist bullshit. Like, you know, we beat the story. If we want to go back and do more, great. Typically we don't, so that's kind of it. Unless it's like something like, you know, really replayable. But a lot of those gimmick games don't have replayability in a way that makes sense. I mean, you play Detroit Become Human, and, you know, I played that a lot offline, actually, a couple of years ago or something. And it's like, it's like your decisions still don't fucking matter. And it's like, why am I playing this? Like, if I select a different fucking thing, like, it doesn't really do anything different. It's like, I need this. Like, if you're making a movie game that has literally QuickTime events in it, and the entire gimmick is that every fucking decision matters and every outcome's going to be different, we have like 400 endings and shit like that, it's like, okay, then do it. You know, make that game. Don't make some linear slop in disguise. It's like, oh, you can choose your own path and carve out your own story. That's bullshit. You know? Especially with the AI now, I think David Cage could maybe make the actual game that he's always wanted to make. That fantasy of giving the player choice and the illusion of the story actually being different. Yeah, I'm not 100%ing any game. I mean, I probably won't even beat half. I don't, guys. I mean, I beat Iron Lung. I think it'd be 100%. Actually, no, there's probably secrets in that game easily. Does Michael really play video games? I don't need to put up that poll. I mean, if you don't believe that I play them, then I don't care. I mean, I don't really care if you're looking at trophy profiles and achievement profiles. I don't give a shit. I don't play online. My shit's always offline, so it doesn't even register that shit. On Xbox, you can't even get the fucking achievements if you're offline. So it doesn't even fucking count till you go online. So, I don't know what you're assessing that off of, but whatever it is, it's wrong. It's like, yeah, I invest more time into this because that's what we do. You know, I mean, I could stream games, but then you would say, well, you're just streaming games. It's like, look, I'll tell you this, everyone who streams games is probably a fake gamer. Like, they ain't playing that shit offline, more than likely. They're there to broadcast that and share that with their fans. So everyone who streams games is, I guess, a fake gamer with that kind of logic. And it is kind of true. I don't play games offline much anymore. I used to play them a lot more offline. Last game I played offline was, oh shit. What is the last game we played offline that we didn't stream? I don't know. I mean, like I said, Detroit Become Human, but that was a couple of years ago. I just wanted to play that. I don't remember. I mean, sometimes I'll jump in a game here and there, like something physicsy, and just like jump around and do dumb shit in the game. Not, you know, I don't need to play some fucking meaty ass game. I don't play online. I don't play with other people. I don't do that. It's just never been my thing. Not a social guy, you know, which is ironic because we're nonstop talking here, but it's very different. It's a very different dynamic. But I don't play online and get, you know, oh, let's log in with the crew and, you know, let's get some kill streaks. It's like, no, I don't. I mean, I used to do that back in the 360 days, but it's like, guys, I don't have fun in that. What are we doing? Like, we're just wasting time together. Like, let's just waste time in real life together. Let's not play online, you know? I mean, local co-op's a little bit better for me. I don't do the online thing. I'm very against that because it you know, this isn't how humans are meant to connect. It's like, yeah, the telephone existed since like fucking, you know, however long, 1918, whatever. But, you know, it's like, if we can play locally together, let's do that instead. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't need this metaverse shit. I don't, you know what I mean? And I know that's bizarre, but it is what it is. I don't play Fortnite. No, it's not paid to play video. It's just, I don't understand what you're saying. He's not paid to play video. Oh, look at Doc. I mean, do you think Doc plays that shit offline? No, he's a multi-millionaire. You think he's really playing fucking video games offline? Hell no. And I get it, you know. I ain't Doc, but I'm just saying, you don't have as much time if you're streaming to maybe want to play that shit offline. So if you already played it online, why would you want to play it offline? What's the difference? To not be judged. I mean, when you put it out there, it's like, well, it's just going to play armchair gamer. It's like, well, this isn't how you play the game. This is what you're supposed to do. I've already looked at the fucking Wiki guide. It's like, well, you're a nerd. Get out of here. A Roblox stream? I don't think I've ever played that. I think I tried to play it one time, and you got to have a whole account, all this shit. It's like, well, I'm not playing that. If I can't just click and play, fuck it, I'm out. I'm not going to go register some fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? It's just retarded. I need to jump in. You got to make it accessible to the player. What the hell is that Killer Clown game? We'll probably get an update on that at the Summer Games Fest. The Killer Clown game. That'll be cool. I don't like multiplayer, though. I really don't. I mean, if I can play with bots, I'd rather do that. I don't want to play with some fucking strangers that are like nerds, like, oh, yeah, Killer Clowns came out in this year, and, oh, did you know that they got the... You know, I don't give a fuck. Like, cool, you're a fan. I don't like fans of... Like, when you're a fan of something that I like, it's like, it's kind of a turnoff. It's like, ugh. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like, you would think you would connect with someone, but if they're like too hard of a fan, it's like, ugh. That's some nerdy ass shit, bro. It's like there's a level of nerd I can handle, and then there's a level of nerd that I can't. But I don't socialize with people, so because there's no point. I mean, what is the point in socializing? I've kind of found there not to be a point. It's all small talk. You can't really get on a different level with someone unless they're willing to open up, and most people aren't unless they're, you know, so there's not much of a reason to talk to people. It's all artificial and superficial bullshit. It's like no one gives a shit about how you feel. You know, probably you don't care about how other people feel, so it's like, why even pretend to care? You know, it's all just pointless conversation. I don't know. It's like I'd rather work with a if we're going to communicate, let's communicate in a way that's productive. You know, so it's like if you know, like if we were on a job and we were on a team, and it's like, yeah, we have to communicate. That's how we have to get this done. That's different. You know, that's not a waste of time. That's progress. That's, you know, being productive. So, you know, if there's a reason to communicate, sure, but usually there's not. There's not really a reason to get social with people. It's just like, hey, I'm better than you. I don't want to hear your shit. Whatever, dude. Alright, let's ban this. I don't know. Where are my mods at in here? Jeez, why am I seeing that on the screen? Yeah, that's immediate ban. Jesus Christ. And you can't block mods. I've already tried that. Some people are claiming, oh, I blocked all the mods and my message gets through. It's like, no, that's not how that works. I've tried that, believe me. Tried to troll another channel and I blocked all the mods that I could see. And, well, maybe there were some mods that weren't talking. But I don't think that works. I mean, if it does work, great. Now I can troll other channels. So I can kind of project, you know. If I've learned from the best, I've learned from you guys. So, you know, you guys have fostered this fantastic chat room experience here. I have to take it to other channels and just start saying, you know, free speech, the free speech gimmick. some rumors Phantom Liberty may be coming later in June. Well, they're going to have it playable at the Summer Games Fest. I'm pretty sure. But not everyone's invited to that. That's like that's like red carpet club, you know. You got to be on Jeff Keighley's. You got to be a buddy of Jeff Keighley to be invited to that, more than likely. But I believe they're going to have that playable on the show floor for the press only. It's not public. And so Alana Pierce and, you know, the YouTube shows Young Yeah, they'll have first impression videos like, oh God, and they're going to shill it all over again. And it's just going to be another fucking linear story with zero improvements to the quality of life of the open world and things of that nature. But I mean, Cyberpunk has very odd fans that just, yeah, I don't know. They're very hypocritical too. It's like, why did Young Yeah make that video where he said, oh, I was, you know, my initial review didn't meet my standards of what I thought about the game or something weird like that. It's like, what are you doing, dude? Like, you really want attention that bad? You're just gonna like randomly come out and say your review wasn't like 100% genuine? Like, no one even cares. It's like, damn, you have nothing else to talk about? You want to create some fucking fake ass drama? It's like, well, you just said you basically are a shithole, and it's like, you know, CD Projekt Red, you know, they flew you out. I mean, guys, if the company flies you out to this location and play this game early, and, you know, they get you a hotel and all that shit, yeah, you're gonna fucking shill it, dude. Anyone with the right mind's gonna shill it. It's like, you know, you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. So that's what these companies do. They fly these big influencers out, and it's like, well, they're probably going to say great things about it, you know. Why would they not? Like, if they're going to roll the red carpet out for you, shit. It's like if CD Projekt Red said, hey, come on down, like, and try out the new Phantom Liberty, I'd be like, well, yeah, I'm not going to say no to that opportunity. And I probably would sugarcoat the review if I had something negative to say. I'd have to word it differently. Instead of saying this is trash or this sucks, I'd say, well, you know, it'd have to be a little bit more tame. And you'd have to focus more on the positive, because otherwise they ain't going to give you a call back. I mean, it's that simple. Why don't honest game reviewers get big views like shills? Well, there's a lot of big reviewers that have that gimmick running where they're like, oh yeah, I'm a genuine reviewer. And it's like, how can you be when you accept review codes? This is why I like Angry Joe, because it's like, he reviews the game when he gets time to do it, you know, because he doesn't get review codes. Guys, go watch that Jeff Keighley Angry Joe review. Angry Joe, I thought, did a pretty good job. You know, this was a long time ago. I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. It was a big video back in the day. But it's a pretty heated interview. But I liked it because it was real. It was like, you know, there's two people that are not on the same level of thinking here, and it's like, well, at least it's not fucking some PR fluff piece. So, I don't know. The vaccine destroyed your stamina. Well, I've never gotten the vaccine, so... But if that's your way of asking if I got the vaccine, then you just got your answer. Which it probably was. But I don't have a problem with saying that. I didn't get the vaccine. I barely wore the mask, too, because I never really went anywhere, so... Angry Joe's hype for Starfield? I don't know about that. I don't recall. I mean, I don't really watch Angry Joe much anymore. I mean, I'm subscribed. I think he's good, if not great. But you know, some of the videos are kind of similar to one another. A lot of them are sit down podcasty type videos. Which are fine, but you know. Well, I didn't delete my Jerry Lawler interview either. So, you know, because, I mean, it makes someone look good, and it's Jerry Lawler. So, if anything, it makes people respect Jerry Lawler more. So it's like, yeah, I'll leave that up. I don't care. I don't need people to side with me. That was the whole point of the video. So it's like, well, like look at my tone of voice at the beginning. It's like, dude, obviously it was, you know, it wasn't. It's like I already knew he was going to say no. It's like, well, if he's going to say no, I'm going to bite back. I'm going to say, come on, Jerry. You know, it's like, this is unreal. It's like, just to do the interview. It's like, you know, afraid to lose your job because I'm going to ask a bizarre question you don't know how to answer. It's like, you're Jerry Lawler, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like, Vince is going to fire you? It's like, come on, dude. It's a bunch of bullshit. It's just lazy. It's like, I bet if I threw like $50 on the table, he would have done it. The WWE won't let me. It's like, dude, you're an independent contractor. Like, fuck off. Well, maybe not Jerry Lawler. He probably is, though. I don't know, but the wrestlers are. So, I don't know, dude. Just a load of fucking horseshit is what it is. And I said, wait a minute, Jerry, this ain't making sense. It's like, come on, Jerry, I'm press. You think I'm that naive? I don't care. I don't give two shits if you believe me. What the fuck? Well, whatever, dude. Have a nice day. You know, unreal. And when I walked away, I said, wow, we got content here, boys. Whew. I was like, damn, we got him fired up. No, he wanted to beat around the bush, and it's like, dude, just say no. Whatever, dude. Like, you can't say no. You don't have the balls to say no. You already did last year. So then I went to Mr. Anderson, and I said, well, hey, man, are you down to, like, do a quick interview? And he's like, sure. And I'm like, damn. Now, granted, he didn't work for WWE, but... well, then he should have a sign that says no interviews, no photos, no videos, unless you pay. I don't know. It's fucking bullshit. You only got COVID once in LA. Yeah, that was pretty terrible. We were wiped out the whole day on that one. We spent the entire day in the hotel with COVID on that day. Fuck that shit. That was bad. I mean, I'm assuming it was COVID. I don't really know. Whatever it was pretty bad. Like, physically, it was pretty fucking bad. It was like hard to get out of bed. I was like, what the fuck? It was like super cold in the room. So there was a day there where we just had like literally just stay in bed the whole day, and I'm like, this fucking blows. But, you know, it's just one of those things. What is your favorite wrestler from your youth? Well, The Undertaker's cool, but I don't know. Ultimate Warrior, I guess. I don't know. Well, no, The Undertaker, I guess. I don't know. Guys, I don't want to talk about COVID. That's boring. That's 2020 discussion. I remember talking about that with a few callers. About the mask stuff and the lockdowns and all that. It's like, guys, let's leave that in 2020. It was about fucking COVID shit. It's like you're a few years late to that. No one talks about COVID anymore, guys. It's a dead conversation. Well, Lee Cameron did say that he... Shit, did Lee Cameron ever pop back up? When was that, last night or the night before? I can't remember. These shows become a blur. But Lee Cameron did come in here and say that he felt like he was feeling sick after he got the vaccine. I'm not even joking. I don't know if he's been here since. Maybe he got sick. I don't know. Hope not. He sounded cool on the phone. He had the Paul McCartney voice. I'm like, damn. Pretty cool accent. Yeah, Goldberg was cool back in the day. Well, the hype, the gimmick, I mean, that all worked out. The undefeated streak. I mean, they really built Goldberg up. Oh, he was in here earlier. Okay. Well, yeah, it's probably late in the UK. I don't know. It's late here. Actually, what time is it? Oh, damn, it is getting late. Damn, what the fuck? Damn, how long have we been live for? Shit, I didn't know it was that late. Oh, yeah, Sting. Yeah, but Sting's basically a rip-off of the Crow. I mean, dude, like a blatant rip-off of the Crow. Sting's basically a blatant rip-off of the Crow, bro. Like it's like someone watched the movie and then just said, "Hey, that's your gimmick now." With like very little variation in the face paint. He doesn't talk. So they just looked at that and said, "Well," and it worked. I mean, everyone loved it because it was timely and, you know, a few years after the movie came out. Undertaker, Shawn, yeah, I've seen those. Yeah, they're pretty good. Maybe slightly overrated. Yeah, that's not me being contrarian. It's just like some of those, they do too many false finishes. It's like, well, here's another tombstone pile driver. Oh, Shawn Michaels is going to kick out again. It's like, you know, I mean, it's getting a little repetitive now. So I think some of that shit was... Some of that false finish crap where they do the finishing moves and they kick out every time. It's like, wow, this sucks. It diminishes the damn move. You know what I mean? It's like how are you going to sell Mortal Kombat and the enemy doesn't die? I mean, it wouldn't be a fatality then, huh? So, you know, it's like a finishing move should be a finishing move. Like that should be it. Seal it right there. 1, 2, 3, pinfall, boom, done. But, you know, some of those matches have a lot of false finishes. Too many. No, it's like, I don't give a shit what you guys say about the fucking... any of that shit. It's just like boring. I mean, it's just not... everyone talks about that shit. Or at least they did a couple of... what the fuck? The whole fucking sidewalk move, bro. What the fuck? Bro, this whole sidewalk moves. I swear to God, bro. Did I push it back in? What the fuck? Dude. I don't know if it picked up on camera, but that shit went down, bro. That shit sunk in. Well, I guess I fixed it for him. I don't know. They're under the sidewalk. Who, the cement zombies? No, that sidewalk went down, bro. I don't think it showed. Oh my God, look at this car right here. Yeah, let's go, baby. Come on. Yeah. You know, let's rev out that damn engine. Gee williker. It's like, who are you impressing? There's not a damn soul out here. It's on Hollywood Boulevard, you know? You can rev up the engine and impress all the people that are walking around. Maybe they'll look, maybe they won't. Unless he's trying to impress me, I don't know. Maybe. They may be watching the stream, who knows? Stream sniper. You know, I'd like to make a zombie game and, you know, make an actual good one. Nothing too complex, but just, you know, let's make the zombie an actual fucking... You know, it starts to lose the fucking fear factor. It's like, here come 100. It's pretty basic. So you work as a funeral director, and one day you start hearing sounds. You look out the window, and the hand pops out from the grave, and the zombies are super slow, but they're really fucking scary. This would be Unreal Engine 5 more than likely, so we can ramp up the detail. It'd be like one interior, nothing big, nothing major, And we would just have like survival mechanics, like survive the night in the fucking funeral home, because you're the Undertaker. And, I mean, it sounds generic as fuck, but like, it's hard to explain. Be a little bit more communicative if you guys are trying to let me know that we're not online. Now, earlier I said don't, spam the chat if we're offline. But, I do have to know if I'm offline or online. Otherwise, we're just going to talk to ourselves out here. And I can see what I can do. There's not much I can do, though. So, I don't know. It's a two-way. It's a weird balance to say that. So, let me know if we're online. Let me know if we're online. If you can hear me, if this is working. Let me know if we're online, guys. I need some people to chat a little bit here. I don't know why it gets so stagnant in here. It's like, guys, I don't know why you're scared to chat. We can always unban in like 6 months or something. If you got nothing to say, then obviously we're not doing our job right. This chat needs to be moving. It's a stream. It's not a fucking slideshow. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. We are online. Yeah, well, it is a lot better now. Well, it's like, I don't know how you guys have nothing to talk about. I guess we could just start talking about COVID again, right? You guys are really passionate about that. I mean, you just want to talk about politics and COVID. It's like, wow, that's fucking bull. Trying to steer the conversation. It's like, well, it's not me because you ain't listening to me. He's putting like random shit in the chat. It's like, well, I guess we can talk about COVID again. We can talk about fucking vaccines and, all that fucking boring ass bullshit for the millionth time. Because that gets people real fired up. I just got the vaccine, Michael. Yeah. Calories in, calories out. Exactly. We've already burned off all the calories. You're voting for Bernie. Well, that's fantastic. He's probably like 90 years old. Well, again, Biden's pretty old too. I don't know. Probably the same age. I'm not sure. What Starfield features are you looking forward to? Starfield features. Well, I'm not really big on customization, to be honest. I'm not really too big on customization. Back in the day, I'd customize shit a little bit more. So the ship customization, the character customization, that's all nice and dandy, but I'm not really big into that stuff anymore. I just don't have much passion to, change my look of the character. It's just like, I don't care what the character looks like, really, to be honest. I don't really care if the ship looks stupid or whatever. So that's not really an appeal. Just the fact that it's a mainline Bethesda game from the A-Team and that kind of classic RPG experience and, dialogue tree and choices and NPCs and side quests, and, just that classic formula, I think is appealing. So nothing really specific. I mean, it's just like, well, it's a space RPG from the A-Team at Bethesda. What's not to like? It's on Game Pass day one. I mean, but I'm not big on customizing stuff. So. You want great exploration? Well, there's going to be exploration, but if it's like Mass Effect 1 exploration, they can keep that. I mean, that'll be boring. Because there's no reason to really explore Mass Effect 1. But, this is a lot more deep than Mass. Doesn't really feel the same. Base building and base. Yeah, I never did the base building in Fallout 4. It's not my thing, really. It's like, well, we can put up some walls and shit. And some people got really How is it bait? And then that way you guys can watch. So probably not really anytime soon. So maybe we'll explore it when everyone else is done with it, and then you guys can get really mad about how I'm playing it, because I still don't know what to do in the game. I just think that's a better option. Too many people are, we tried to stream it, and there were some people watching, but everyone else was like playing the fucking game, it seems. And it's like, well, that's fair, that's fine. I'm not saying everyone has to fucking flock over to the stream and watch this, but at the same time, it's like we want people watching, and it's like if people aren't going to watch and they're going to play it instead, I'll just pump the brakes on the game, and we'll play it when you guys are a little bit more completed with the game. So whenever the Nintendo fanboys are ready to show back up into my show, is when maybe we'll think about jumping back into Zelda. I mean, I can play other Switch games, but I just think it's too soon. Are you gonna pay $100 for Diablo 4? Fuck that shit. Ain't nobody $100 for that slop. Now you're excited about base building? No, I'm not big into any base building. I don't want to sit around and build shit. I'm not playing Minecraft. I mean, it's cool that it's there. I was not, unless you're talking to someone else. I'm ready to show back up since I beat the game. Well, I don't know if everyone else is done. Bald Lesbian is probably still working through it, and there's a few other people that I don't really want to say their name, but there's some hardcore Nintendo fans in here, and I think some of them might be a little bit mad. And I already said, guys, I ain't gonna shill it. Like, I mean, it's just one of those things. I played it for at least how many hours? 8? I mean, I had fun with it. Then when you get to the main area, and it got really boring. So we'll miss out on well, it's kind of a game that already faded, but Starfield going to be microtransactions? I doubt it. I don't know where you guys are reading that. Oh my god. Where are you guys reading that? I don't understand Zelda's hype. Yeah, well, I didn't grow up with Zelda, so there's no nostalgia for me there. I mean, I get it, but it's just like, I mean, we can play Skyrim, we can play Oblivion, we can play Ash Creed, we can play. You'll get a similar experience. I don't need to play a cartoon game when I can play this over here that looks a little bit more realistic. It's like Skyrim has a horse. You can, there's different abilities in that game. There's RPG. I don't know. Guys, if we're losing connection, we're losing a shitload of viewers. And that usually implies we're losing a connection, but it might not be. Hard to tell. Yeah, we can play Oblivion. I have yet to install it. I got to put the disc in and download it, and it doesn't take that long. I mean, it's not that big of a deal, but I'd rather do this right now. But I'll let you know when we're ready for Oblivion. Oblivion has microtransactions. Yeah, it's got the horse armor DLC. No, I remember that conversation back in the day when everyone freaked out about it. Like, oh my god, you got to pay for horse armor. That's fucking bullshit. Yeah, that might have been like one of the first big games for DLC back then. It's late? Too bad. That's not an excuse. It ain't late right now. It ain't that late, dude. Maybe on the East Coast. Or wherever you're from, I don't know. I'm not going to play Time Zone Andy. I'm not going to keep track of different time zones in every fucking region, dude. Jeez. It's like, this is when we're live. If you can't make it, okay. Maybe you can catch the next one. If not, well. But you don't watch anymore, I don't know. Isn't there an Indiana Jones coming from Bethesda? Yeah. That might be crazy. I don't know which studio at Bethesda. Probably Fallout 70. I don't think it's Todd Howard. I don't think that would be a good mix. Probably the Fallout 76 team. I think there's 2 Bethesda studios. There's 2 teams at Bethesda. Maybe more now, I don't know. Oh, gee williker. Do your own thing. Well, that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. That's what we've always done. But I'll tell you what, if we sit here any longer, it gets rather chilly out here with that wind. Jeez, we got to keep moving. Bethesda, Maryland is the A team. Yeah, that's Todd Howard. Oh my God. Oh. I'm here. I'm communicating with myself, but the chat isn't able to follow. So that's like when the band can't keep up with the rhythm. It's like, bro, y'all got to keep up. Let's get that in tune. Shit, damn. It's like there's not a slow mode on. What happened to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre? I don't know. I guess they were doing a sign up today, and I guess it crashed or something. I don't know. I'm not at a computer. I can't look at it. And I forgot all about it until I thought about it today. And I'm like, damn, that's the sign up. So maybe I was hoping to at least sign up and see if I got in, but whatever. Someone's unhiding? Yeah, you don't unhide what I hide. If that's what's happening, then you don't need to be a mod. I'm not saying that's what's happening. I can't see. But if I'm banning someone, that... well, I don't think that needs to be explained further. It was lagging. Well, I don't know. I'm done with it then. I don't know. I guess we can't stream. Guess the equipment just isn't good enough to stream. Well, I can't, it doesn't show me who's hiding what will come back with millions of volts, literally millions. They probably have a script that they coded in Python or something and just makes new accounts within like seconds, just reloads the page or something, I don't know. Probably some weird fucking thing. Need more horror games, yeah. Well, I mean, Markiplier just played a new one that looked kind of cool, but it doesn't really do it that well. It's like a body cam horror game, and I already told, like, if there's any developers watching, like, that's the game you need to make, but fix what I'm talking about, camera movement and shit like that. You got to get that down right, and so far no one has really figured out how to approach that realistically. So if you want to, I don't know what it's called, but Markiplier just gotta have that. It's got to have that effect that sells it, and there's only a few games that really did that. Like Kane and Lynch 2 has a very interesting aesthetic. It's got this digital camera, fucking compressed, like lo-fi sort of grit, and it's very underrated in terms of its aesthetics. Kane and Lynch 2, I thought they did something really fucking cool there. Very unique. It's a very gritty fucking digital sort of like, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's just like corrupt. like when your card on the camera corrupts and it's like the footage goes to shit, or low bit rate, scuffed audio, you know. It's hard to explain, but it's got that lo-fi digital look from a shitty camera, from a shitty digital camera. It's a really interesting aesthetic. Learn to code. Yeah, it's easier said than done. I don't have time. I'm doing streams. Coding would take up the whole fucking day. Learn one little thing. I don't need to learn how to code. I can just tell someone how to do it. I'll be the creative director. I'll hire an engineer. We'll hire one talented engineer, and if they can't do it, then the damn idea is too ambitious. Start from scratch. And we'll hire a few artists. Throw the texture on the fucking polygon plane. Boom. Can't be that hard. And then I can just do all the marketing for it because I'm, you know, pretty good at that, I guess. But I say something real controversial about the game, like, this game's trash, I'll just shit on my own game and people will start fucking buying it. Dude, think about that. Like, I can just market my own game and just say it's fucking trash. I'll just make a game and just say, like, this game's trash. Then everyone goes out and fucking buys it in spite. They literally would. I mean, I sold a ton of copies of Dead Island 2, or Dying Light 2, rather. Like, literally hundreds, probably. Because there was, like, so many people that said, fuck you, I'm buying the collector's edition. And I think they mean it, too. I don't think they're... Well, they might not be. They're probably fake gamers, but... Still, I'm sure some people bought it in spite. Well, look at that game. It's a snooze fest. It's a trash game. Yeah, we lag, guys. Spam this loser. Well, yeah, I mean, you guys buy every game that I say is trash, so. Because you guys have a hate boner, so you're like, well, fuck him. If he says it's trash, it's good. If he says it's good, it's trash. Whatever, dude. So maybe formulate your own opinion. Like, my content kind of proves how stupid people are. It's like, well, you know, if you can't formulate your own opinion and educate yourself on the game, then you're a fucking normie. Like, if you have to let other people think for you, then you're not really doing it right. Like, and that goes for anyone. If you're watching Skill Up or Young Yeah, IGN, GameSpot, whoever. Like, if you're letting them, you know, be the deciding factor on your purchase, then maybe you shouldn't be playing games anymore. I don't know. What the fuck? Jeez. Alright. Jeez, the trolls are really out. Because they know they can get attention. Only 100 people in here? Yeah, that's free reign for the trolls to come in here. Pure attention, spotlight on them with a dead chat. Guys, we can't have a dead chat. I mean, jeez. Like, if you can you guys not conversate? Like y'all want Discord, y'all want this, y'all want that. It's like, what the fuck? Like, do you get exhausted in the day, early in the day, and you know you just have nothing else left to say? Jesus. Like, I know you guys can chat. I've seen it before. There's nothing to talk about, Michael. Well, then I can mod you, and then you won't get banned. I don't know. I'll mod everyone except trolls. So then you guys won't have to worry about getting mad. I mean, it's a dumb idea, but fuck it. If there ain't no one watching, it doesn't matter. Silent Hill 2, Siren. What? LA and GTA 5. No, they have, in Watch Dogs Legion, they have live streamers roaming around, but they're not really streaming, which doesn't make any sense. I'm not even joking. So they have NPCs like that in Watch Dogs Legion, but they don't really, like, do it. They don't really do anything. It's a very interesting concept that wasn't fully fleshed out. Let's just say that. But I'm sure it's because of the procedural generation stuff. It's a seed generator thing. she don't love ain't so sad. Saddest it's ever been. And I can't tell if this is, see, I can't tell if this is offline or if the chat's that dead. Like, that's the bizarre part about this here. Was Cledden banned on accident? I don't know. Guys, I don't know. Pretty sure he's a mod. How could he be banned if he's a mod? Guys, I don't know. I mean, I banned some trolls. I might have hit something on accident. Yeah, I might have banned him. Might have banned him. I don't know. I'll have to unban. It might have accidentally clicked on the wrong user. Yep. I don't know. Because my chat, this is a different chat system than what I'm, so it's harder to, it's just worse, so. Well, that's a great opinion. Other people have that same opinion, but you're entitled to your opinion. I don't want to hear it though, so take it elsewhere, buddy. All right, 2 in the chat, 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 2 in the chat. 2 in the chat here. And what we're going to do is this. 2 in the chat if you can hear and see. If you can hear and see. And if we did ban anyone by accident, I'm sure. Alrighty. Alrighty. Any update from V, Cora? Any update on V? I haven't been over there. Well, I actually went over there to see what they were saying about Zelda, but it's just the same old crap. It just got boring. Oh, maybe the chat is moving faster than I thought. Maybe the other thing is fucking it up. Both accounts that just got banned are named after. Yeah, well, yeah, it's just literally, yeah. I don't even want to give it attention. Just try and get it out. I mean, they just it's consistent and it'll happen nonstop. Just like some dedicated hate watchers, I don't know. Hello? Did we freeze again? Did we freeze again? Hey there, mister. How are you doing? V is dead. I don't know about dead, it's just the same old thing. And they shill so much on there now, it's just like, I'd rather it be a pure hate fucking forum than, it's like, this game is trash, yes, we all agree. Than just like, hey, let's just like, secretly shill this game in disguise. It's like, oh, you know, Nintendo's based, Zelda's actually good, but let's make a shit post about it. Connection is good. Ugh. The fuck? All games are bad except Zelda. Oh man. Cracks are starting to show. So sad. Hey there, mister. How are you doing? Well, we're going to probably wind this one down here within the next 5 or so minutes here. Probably pack this one up here for tonight. I think we did a decent amount of cardio. And we talked about sports, the world of vidya, and more. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If not, we'll try and see if we can have your satisfaction levels a little bit higher in the next show, if that is possible. And someone told me Red Dead was too realistic. Yikes. Oh, I think I know what you mean now. No, well, I mean, it's kind of annoying. You get to, like, play Simulator Cowboy, and it's like, well, it's like, you know, if you don't eat in the game, you, like, fuck your aim up, and if you don't, I don't know, it's just a bunch of kind of gimmicky sort of things. Ugh. Yeah, well, I mean, I already made videos on Red Dead 2. I think I've already made those reviews. I made like 2 or 3 videos on that game. I said Mafia 2 is better than Red Dead Redemption 2, or more detailed than Red Dead Redemption 2, and because the Red Dead fan base is actually a little, I would say they're pretty, well, they're super annoying, let's just say that. What the fuck? What is all this? This is trash? They're throwing all this shit away? Damn, they're throwing away the Xbox. Imagine. One time I did find an Xbox in the trash. They just didn't want that garbage, and I thought, well, you know, it has no games. Gee williker. Red Dead 2. Damn, the dog gonna jump through the window. What the fuck? The dog about to jump through the window, jeez. No, I'm not kidding. I literally saw an Xbox in the trash. I mean, it obviously didn't work, but I mean, if I saw an Xbox in the trash, I wouldn't want it. Why would I need it? It's junk. It's where it belongs, in the trash. Scripted? What? Why would I script a show with only 100 viewers? You know, content there. Sold for parts. Who wants that trash? It's obsolete garbage. Alrighty, we're gonna wind this one down here. In a couple of minutes here. We're going to wind it down in a couple of minutes, and we will try and catch you guys tomorrow for the Saturday show. I think tonight's Friday, right? So tomorrow's Saturday. We'll try and get Oblivion installed here shortly on the Xbox Series X, because it's weird on the PC. So, whoa. You can play Starfield from the cloud. Yeah, well, I guess. I don't know if that's going to be a thing on the cloud day one or what. Because Cloud Game Pass doesn't have everything. Cloud Game Pass doesn't have everything. It's like beta stuff. Alrighty. Okay, Clad in Shadows 99 is not banned there. So I don't know what the conversation was earlier. Oh, there's a fucking rabbit. Jesus Christ. Not sure what people were saying earlier. Well, nonetheless. Xbox Cloud sucks. It's like playing on LED TV without game mode enabled. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's not going to be perfect. It's streaming the game, but I mean, if that's all you really have, I mean, it'll get better. I mean, over time. I tune in and out. Sorry about that. Well, someone was saying that you got banned on accident or something. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. But I guess that's not the case. Alrighty, we're gonna wrap this one down here. That's why the wrench is gone. Oh, maybe. Well, I'll fix it. I guess I'll fix it later. I don't know. I don't want to do it on here because it might glitch again or something. Oh, we got some weirdos in here. Jesus Christ. Oh, Dr. Disrespect makes more and he doesn't do anything. He just sits there and plays games. There's people that make way more than me and they do way less than I do. But isn't it sick how you just can't handle someone else's opinion and perspective? It's like, damn, how down bad can you be? I know a lot of other people that make far less content than I do. I'm actually moving the body out here. You know, I mean, Young Defiant doesn't even show anything. I guess that's considered content. You know, you guys love to show that, right? So, there it is. I mean, I membered up over there, but most people wouldn't get it. It's G. Williker. And your numbers are off, by the way. Your numbers are very off there. So whatever stats you're looking at are not true. But you think they are, so. Oh shit, Luis Hernandez coming through the pipeline here. Is it gonna play out or is it lagging? What the fuck? Usually it plays out.
It's over!
Luis Hernandez super chatted $5. Thank you, Michael, for a world-class stream as always. Have a wonderful weekend and the chat as well.
Hell yeah, brother. Appreciate that. Luis Hernandez coming through. First super chat of the night, last super chat of the night. Perfect way to close it off. Luis Hernandez coming through, baby. And you too as well. But for now, that is going to do it. We will see you guys more than likely tomorrow with some more Kino Company content covering the world of vidya and more. With that said, appreciate you guys for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show, coming through very hard tonight. And we do appreciate that kind generosity. Again, we'll more than likely see you tomorrow on a Saturday stream. So, with that said, appreciate you guys once again for tuning in, tagging along, supporting the show. And we will see you later. It's over. Hey there, mister. Who let the